Los 5 condados los que represento y llevo en el corazón. La iglesia de la cuadra, el deli de la esquina y con los homies fumo un blunt. La ciudad represento yo.
What was like before?
My favorite one, yo, you know what's fucked up, bro? Like I discovered like actual good alcohol.
Right
like,
when you were about to
when
quit.
I was about to
Oh
quit,
man,
bro.
that
Yeah,
sucks.
bro. Like when I actually started like having some sort of money, like you could have
You
could buy
like
good
whatever,
stuff.
the good stuff.
Bro, oh my god.
Not me
bro.
talking about my $10 bottle.
That ass, bro. Nah. After that, because I remember I used to have school, bro. I used to have night school, and so class would start at like 6, right? So class would start at 6. I leave my house at 3, go to my friend's house. 4 o'clock, we would drink a bottle, whatever, real quick, but a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
So every Friday it was like two different bottles of wine.
Right.
I go to my class. I go into Brooklyn College.
Oh,
I go to
Brooklyn
my
College.
class, bro. Yo, bro. Then I realized I was like, bro, I'm going drunk every fucking Friday.
Oh,
Bro.
shit.
Like I'm not even paying attention. Bro.
He said, "I'm going to just to drink at this
Yeah,
point."
bro. Yeah. I was going just to drink, bro. Like,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is DJ Nova, and welcome back to the #1 podcast in New York City, according to my jefa. We're back on our Christmas special. We have one episode every single week for the month of December. And today, funny enough, today is December 1st. So, Merry Christmas y Jingle Bell to everyone celebrating.
Ching-wing-wing.
What was the holiday that just passed?
Thanksgiving, bro.
Oh, the Thanksgiving. My bad, bro.
I was gonna say Black Friday.
Oh, my bad. So for a second. But Thanksgiving, Black Friday. If you want to celebrate Black Friday, for those that got the money for it, I don't realistically, but yeah, yo, that's crazy. But yeah, we have a special guest today, my brother Angel. Welcome, Angel.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
We have a little bit of a curveball for this episode. We've been doing a lot of like the nightlife and a lot of of the stuff you do in the weekend. But today we have a little bit of a change. We have my brother Angel, or what is it, BaliNYC?
Yeah.
Bali.
Angel.
You know what's crazy? I first read it like Ballin'.
Oh no!
Like Ballin',
bro.
I was like, yo, that's kind of dope. And then I was like, oh, it's Bali. But that's pretty dope too, right? Well, actually, when my boy told me about it, I'm like, is he from Michoacan? Because they say like Bali in Michoacan. I don't know if you know
I
that.
didn't know that. No.
Yeah, that's how they communicate. Like when us like we say like "qué onda, way" or like they say like "qué onda, Bali" or like stuff like that. That's like that's how they communicate, right?
That's their.
Or that's how they call. That's what they call themselves. So I was like, oh shit, maybe he's from Michoacan, but turns out you're not. You're from Puebla. Introduce yourself, bro. Introduce yourself to the people.
I'm from Puebla, bro. So basically, my parents were already here, but my dad had this crazy idea, bro. Crazy idea, bro. And my mom was 7 months pregnant already.
Okay.
He's like, yo, he's like, nah, I have this idea that I want my son to be 100% Mexican, 100% Mexicano, bro. So he's like, we're going to go back. So they went back to have me in Mexico and then brought me back 3 months later, bro.
So they so like your dad wanted like
a purebred.
Like a purebred.
Bro,
like,
but I was like, bro, I regardless.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter,
like,
yeah,
like
bro.
my parents not Italian. Like
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yo, bro, no lie, bro. That shit caused me some crazy ass
a lot of issues, right?
Bro. I think it's mostly like identity issues, bro. What's it called? Now there's like a thing where I feel like everybody that's born here, they talk about like, oh, we're not Mexican enough, we're not American enough. But for me, it's like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck I am, bro. Like I know I'm Mexican for
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
Like for a fact, because I'm Mexican.
Right.
Like that was the whole point of my dad's thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, you don't fit in. Obviously.
Right.
You fit in, but you don't fit in. You fit in,
Yeah.
you don't fit in. So I think it helps you have in the beginning, bro. It gives you like identity issues, but then I think once you build up confidence to be like who you really want to be, bro.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, bro, you could be whoever you want to be, bro. So
I totally get what you mean though by the identity issues. Like you don't know. I feel like people don't talk about this enough. Where like you don't know when you're. I feel like whether you're born here or not, just the simple fact that you come from like a Mexican descent or Mexican background, but you're Americanized. Even us, like anyone that grew up. Because technically we grew up. What age did you?
Bro, 3 months.
3 months. Oh, so we grew up here.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Yeah,
even,
like I don't know anything over there. Like,
yeah, exactly. So it's like you like people will tell you like they'll communicate. Like we were just talking about like. places in Mexico, and what do you call it? When family talks to you about it, or like friends talk to you about it, you're like, well, that's kind of like I don't, and it's not even you're just like uncultured. It's just simply you don't know because you were not really there.
Yeah,
You were
yeah, yeah,
raised here.
yeah.
You tell me about Brooklyn. You tell me about Queens. I know where. You tell me about Pennsylvania. I know how to get
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like I completely get that. Like yeah, like you don't really know. Como dice la canción de los Tigres del Norte.
Ni de aquí, ni de
Yeah,
allá.
exactly.
Ni de
There
aquí,
you
ni
go.
de allá. Yeah, 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 yeah. That
Literally,
shit.
bro, because it's we don't even know. Like sometimes like I don't know if this happens to you. Like I mean, for us, like our first language you would say is like
Spanish. Yeah, yeah.
Spanish. I think my first. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think I learned, and a lot of kids do it too.
Mm-hmm.
They learn English first, just because it's like taught in
school.
schools, and like you catch it a lot more quicker.
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing to do with like you don't feel proud for being Mexican. That has nothing to do with it. It's just like the way you're raised. Sometimes it happens to me, and then obviously like thank God, God bless my mom. She put me in bilingual classes, so I'm able to speak both perfectly. But I know sometimes like I'll trip up on certain shit.
Yeah,
like I'll
yeah,
forget
yeah.
like what I don't know, like parking. I would say parqueo, but
Yeah,
it's not parqueo. It's estacionate.
Nah.
Yeah, you see what I'm telling you? Like it's like
Yo,
certain shit
that's
like they'll
crazy.
translate. There's a lot of
fucking the sandwich. How you say sandwich? Emparedado, bro.
I
didn't know that shit, bro.
That sounds bougie to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
But yeah, like it happens to me where I'll trip up on words, or like sometimes like I'll be like, yo, how do you say this shit in Spanish? Or the opposite, like, yo, how do you say this shit? How do you say
in
English?
English?
In English?
Yeah.
So I'll trip up, but yeah, I totally get it. I feel like it's not really identity. I feel like it's like really who you are, which I feel like if you stay true to who you are.
Yeah, bro. But sometimes I mean, sometimes I think it's hard. Like this is one of the things just like that I think is important. Like all right. I have a lot of like family that are younger, right?
Right.
So like the way that it happened with me, whatever, I came here, whatever, grew up, whatever. Elementary school was good, fine. Then obviously, as like parents, you kind of want the best for your kid, but
Right.
you don't really know what the best is. So it's
Right.
just your idea of
Right.
la escuela, la escuela, la escuela, you know?
Yeah.
So my parents put me in like this superintendent's class, school, whatever, which was cool because it was like for I would say it was a better education. The only thing with that, bro, was that there was a lot of like there was only one other Mexican in the whole school, bro.
Oh, okay.
So it went from like being Angel to like the Mexican kid. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what's it called? I mean, I wouldn't say I was the smartest, but I definitely wasn't dumb,
Right.
Whatever. Aside from that, being like the Mexican, right? I remember I would try to ask people like because I had other friends that went to like I want to say a regular school.
Right.
And they all seemed mad happy, bro. Like they all had friends that were,
Like they didn't care where you were.
Yeah, but like I want to say like they were mad happy, like as in so I don't know if you know about the area, but like some kids went to Montauk or whatever, which was a school that everybody in the neighborhood went to.
Right.
So everybody was the same, like everybody was Mexican, bro. So like
okay.
when I spoke to my friends back home, they would be like, oh, yeah, like it wouldn't be a thing, bro. It'd be like, yo, nobody calls you like the Mexican. They'd be like, no, there's like 20 others, 30 others, 100 others. But in my school, it was like that. So then I started to think like, is that a bad thing? Like, like imagine you're being singled out for that one thing that only you have, and you're like, wait, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Right, and then being a kid, like you don't know how to
yeah,
distinguish.
being a kid, right. So then the second thing is like, if I ask my parents, they're just gonna be like, yo, just
like,
stop being a,
unfortunately,
like
that's how parents, a little tough
parenting.
parenting.
Yeah. So then the last thing would be like, like the teachers, bro, the teachers too. Like I understand it because whatever, right? Put yourself in the teacher's point of view. You see this one kid that doesn't look like the rest. You don't know if this kid is actually a good kid or just like slipped through you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a teacher that one time, that little S that everybody drew.
Yeah. If
bro,
you know, you know. That
bro,
little S,
you know.
The little 6 sticks, and then
you
cut them all together.
Bro, and the point. Bro, I had drawn that shit on my folder, bro.
Oh damn.
Yo, bro, I think I was like 10, bro. She pulls me to the side and she's like, give me your computer folder. I'm like, nah. I'm like, for what? And she's like, "You think it's cool to be in a gang?" I'm like, "In a gang?" Bro. I'm
what?
fucking 11, bro. And bro, she took my folder and took it to the principal, bro. She took it to the principal, and the principal called my parents. I remember I always wanted long hair, bro. They called my parents. My mom came up. She's like, "Oh, what is this?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's just a drawing."
Yeah.
Point being, they ended
up. Even the white kids were drawing that.
Yeah, bro, probably. Yeah, everybody was drawing it, bro. Point is that at the end of the day, bro, they told my mom that I needed to cut my hair, because I had kind of long hair, so I needed to cut my hair, because that was a distraction. I needed to obviously get new folders, new books that didn't have drawings on them, and I couldn't draw on my shit. Like certain things like that. That, let's just say, from my point of view, I would be like, "Yo, that's crazy. Like, why are you doing that to me? I'm being singled out." Okay. Now now that I'm an adult, bro, right? I think about it. I'm like, no, maybe they were just kind of like setting their rules, because at the same time, I understand maybe there are rules that I just didn't know of. You know what I mean? Like maybe they were letting me slide with the long hair, but I took it the wrong way as like they're making me cut my hair. Where it's like,
at
we let it slide for a while, but now, like.
Well, at least you think about it that way, and it's good that you think about it that way, because, like, I mean, any other person would, like, I mean, then again, we were kids, so we didn't know what to think.
Right.
We didn't know what to think. Where, like you said, maybe it's just like school rules or like, or like, yeah, no, you're good. Whatever like they told you, maybe you were just like, oh, maybe that's just the way it goes here, right? But I'm pretty sure, like, and I don't want to single out anyone from, like, that, I mean, I remember being in school in like what you would call, like, what you said, like a regular school where, like, there was just everybody, there was in middle school specifically. I remember in my middle school, like, I remember I think it was a social studies teacher, he like he said some like racist shit, like which was like, it's crazy because it took me to be an adult to realize how like fucked up some people were.
That's how fucked up it was.
Yes,
that's how fucked up it was.
No, you know why? Because he was like, how like we have like, some, well, not everybody, right? But some people have like, kind of like a hard name to say, like last name even. And that's just like, that's just the culture, where you come from. So some people, or even your first name was like a little, like not like,
normal,
not
normal.
I wouldn't say not normal, but like,
but I would say
not common,
right.
So and then I remember the social studies teacher was like, damn, these names are so weird or so ugly. Like back in my day, it was Billy, Bobby, like
right. But that's the thing, that's what I'm saying, right? Like as because I feel the same way, right? Like even now, you see how things be going on, like just in general. So that same like little, you could say, that situation that happened in school. I feel like that same situation happens like exponent, like in bigger society. Like that's just a small society, like a small society, which would be school. Then stuff like the same thing happens as, like let's just say the city or the country or whatever.
Right.
To that, bro. Like, there might be people that just don't know what kind of person you are. How many times somebody has, I don't know if it's happened to you, but it's happened to me, bro. Where like I'm in the store and somebody be like, how much is this, bro? I'm like, motherfucker, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't work here, bro.
I get what
you know, like I'll be in a fruit store looking for fruits too, bro. And I'm like, yo, how much is that? What the fuck?
Oh, wait, they hit you with the Spanish? Like, disculpe.
Well, that was fine, bro. I can't be mad.
No, but like, disculpe, ¿usted trabaja aquí? Like, no, fuck you. I'm shopping too.
Yeah, bro. But like I feel like it's I don't know if it's a bad thing necessarily. Maybe it's just not exposed to things. Because one time I was going by the flower district. I went to buy flowers, and obviously everybody's working there. It's just like super Mexican, So whatever. I'm there. I'm looking at flowers, and this couple walks by, and they're like, "Hey, excuse me, how much is this?" And I heard it, but then I was like, they're obviously not talking to me,
Right.
So I kept going. Then the lady goes, "Excuse me, how much is this?" And then I'm like, "Oh, she's talking to me, bro."
Right.
So I was like, I'm not gonna, because your initial, I don't know if it happens to you, but initially sometimes I get like it frustrates me.
Like
still,
a little heated.
A little bit.
Right.
But I'm like, fuck it, they don't understand, because I don't think they're doing it on purpose. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, so then I understand, lower it down. But then I'm like, I'm not about to stop them and be like, listen here, not everybody that looks like me.
Right. You're not about to lecture them.
I'm not about to lecture
I
them
get what you
either,
mean.
bro. So I'm like, what would be the correct thing?
You're like, oh, it's 21.99.
No,
It's a
bro.
random ass
Yeah. I'll ring you up. No. Nah, bro. So I turn around.
I'll
I'm
ring
like,
you up.
I'm like, tell him, like, no, I'm like, yo, I was about to ask you the same question. I'm like, about those, like, something simple where they're just like, what the fuck? Why would you ask me?
Yeah.
To where they probably thought in their head, like, right, why would I ask him?
Right, okay.
So it's like a subtle, like,
a little fuck you, but
a little one.
Yeah, a little one. Yeah,
yeah.
It's a lot better than like what you said. Either lecture them or like go off on them.
Yeah, bro. Because I feel like sometimes you get yourself mad, bro. Like, if you take offense to stuff like that, bro, you're just gonna get yourself mad, and maybe they didn't even mean it like that, Maybe
right. I feel like sometimes, but sometimes it's like it's just harmless. Yeah.
Right. Like maybe they did just want to know how much, bro.
Yeah. And then and then they're like shopping. Yeah, it totally makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I definitely have gotten the like, hey, do you work here? Thing. So I mean, like you said, I don't really take offense to it at all, just because honestly, exactly why you said it, because I feel like it gains me nothing to get pissed.
Right.
Obviously, you want to put a stop to it if it's like, they're doing it on purpose, or there's a bad intention behind it. Like you can, I feel like you could tell off the like the attitude or the way they tell you. So like maybe
the context, bro. It's just context. Yeah,
exactly. So if I feel like I'm getting like targeted, like genuinely, like I will like. I probably like I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I don't pretend to be a fighter. I don't pretend to be tough or none of that. But like, you'll notice that I'm pissed, But like 99% of the time, even if like I would say it's kind of like, I wouldn't say racist, but like if it's like on some like you're just being stupid, I just let it go. Like there's no point of getting like before I was a lot more hot-headed, you could say, but there's no.
Yeah, because I feel like at some point, bro, you start proving them right. And then I'm like, because I'm sure whatever stereotype they have of you, you start getting. Like,
you kind of just like nail it on
bro. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, damn, I just
that is facts. No, it's good that you think that. How old are you, bro? If you
I'm 34, bro.
34. Okay.
Yeah, bro. I feel like stuff like this, like thinking about because what I started to I noticed that once I stopped drinking, bro, I started to focus on other things like people, like the way people interact and stuff like that. Like maybe how things could change, how maybe one person speaking up about certain things could cause a chain reaction,
like a domino effect.
Like a domino effect.
Yeah. Bring your mic a little closer. There you go. Perfect. But yeah, like you were saying, like it would cause like a chain reaction if you like kind of stuck up for people or like said or like did something about it.
No.
Well, first, hold on. Let me stop you there. Let's go back. Let's go. I feel like we like skipped a bunch ahead just because the conversation was flowing. But let's we talked a little bit about like being here while ni de aquí ni de allá, kind of like kind of in the middle, right?
India Maria.
Yeah, kind of, So now let's talk about like you touched base on your sobriety. You had mentioned, well, you had told me that you were sober for how long have you been sober?
Now, bro, it's like a little bit over 5 years, bro.
Damn. First of all, congrats, because it's a demon a lot of people battle with,
Facts.
every single day. I feel because it's just so normalized to like, oh, like we're like, we outside, let's go have a drink.
But that's the thing, bro. I feel like, it's crazy that you said like the word demon, bro. Because like, I mean, not to get like Jesus-y and stuff, bro, but just to get Jesus-y a little bit. Bro, like there was something that happened, right? Where I remember I used to believe in aliens. That I used to, bro. Aliens used to take me, bro. Okay. I swear to God, bro. I used to tie a fucking shoestring to my wrist, bro. I might have been smoking too much too.
That might make sense.
But bro, I used to tie a shoelace to my wrist, right? And then tie that to my.
Ain't no way, bro. You really
to my
that.
light, bro. And bro, it got to the point where I would put talco on the floor.
Wait, you tied yourself with a shoelace, and then
just
you tied
in
it to
case,
what?
just in case, and I put talco on the floor, bro. Because I swore, bro, I was like, bro, if I wake up tomorrow with the light on or the door open or like footsteps on the floor, bro, aliens took me, bro. Like, I swear to
Your
God,
family
bro.
does that shit on purpose. Like, let me fuck with this
Bro, I used to be mad fucking paranoid with that
really?
shit, bro.
Why did that
OD.
come? What age was this that you were like?
Bro, I was maybe like 18, bro. I was maybe like 18.
What the hell?
Bro.
I think you were a little too much
I
either
think,
on YouTube or Discovery Channel.
Something like that, bro. No, I had watched The Fourth Kind, bro. When the lady hypnotizes them. And
What
like,
movie?
The Fourth Kind. It's like an alien movie, bro. You have to watch.
Have you seen Signs?
No.
Signs is fire. If you like aliens, watch Signs. Nah, fuck that shit.
Nah, bro. Still. It took me mad long to get that shit out of my head, bro.
Really?
It's fucking crazy, bro. Because it's like, it's pretty stupid. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, bro, it's pretty stupid. Bro.
I mean, like taking it to that extent, like I wouldn't call it stupid. I think like it was just like, it's kind of crazy. But I mean, people really do like. There's real like people like how they said that fucking that comet that was like the A1.
Yeah, bro. I thought that motherfucker was coming too, bro.
Bro,
I swear
like, he's like, yo, you see, I'm telling you, this
bro,
is real.
yo. And it was on my birthday that they were saying that it was gonna pass by, and I was like, "Oh, they're coming back, bro."
Yo, about that scuba
like,
shit.
No, bro. I was like, "Nah, yo, bro. No lie, bro. I almost had a schizophrenic attack."
No
bro.
way.
I mean, I'm not,
but like you were like freaking out.
I was like, "Yo, bro. There's no way this really happening, bro. There's no way it's really happening."
That's crazy. Like I knew this shit was coming.
Yeah, bro. That's what I thought. But nah, bro. So then, So
but how'd you think that, like, so you said it, you like real shit. You think that started because you were like, either, was it smoking or drinking, or what do you think what started that? Because it's funny and all, right? But like, where did that, I mean, it seems like you took it really serious.
So this is what one thing that happened, right? And recently I had a conversation with my aunt that she was saying that she was having, like she wanted, with her son, that they weren't communicating well. And I was explaining to her, I'm like, yo, it's because, I'm like, literally because you guys have nothing to talk about, and she's like my mom's age, She's like, oh, I'm like, you have nothing to talk about with your son. I'm like, and then you feel, because they didn't have their parents growing up here.
Okay.
So realistically, I feel like it became normal for them to not talk to their parents every day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is very common, unfortunately.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, that's not normal, bro.
No, it's not. It's like, common, but not normal.
It's common, but it's not normal. Like, I can't imagine, like, my kids, bro, just a couple of days, or a couple of years, just not seeing them or talking to them, So I feel like for them, it became like a normal thing, to where they might be able to do the same thing with their children, where they're like, they don't want to talk to me, bro. Like,
Oh, I get what you mean.
But it's different because here, obviously, let's say you meet other people, bro, American, second generation, third generation, seventh generation, whatever, where they're not like that. They stick to their family. They know their grandmother. Different. They might know their great grandmother.
Right.
So it's different, bro. Like it's different. You grow up. Anyways, got sidetracked. Fuck.
No, I mean, you had a great point. You were going great. We were talking about like what started the alien belief, but like let's touch base on what you actually were talking about, because I feel like not many people talk about that specific thing where like people think it's okay to like follow what your parents did, like because they did it. Because I didn't come out that bad, right? And then specifically on that, were like the communication with your kids, because like, I have a kid too, right? And unfortunately, like now it's a lot better, but like at first, like I grew up with both my parents to a certain point, and then like they split up. But like you said, like my mom is a different story. My mom was always there. Like I always say, and I always will say, like I'm a mommy's boy from as a kid, right? And my dad, on the other hand, he was more distant, really distant. Like he was there physically, but I never felt him there. You know what I mean? So I never really connected up until now. Like me and him have like an amazing relationship.
But would you say it was more like you proactively doing things to connect, or was him?
I mean, listen. So it was growing up as a kid. I'll touch base on like how I was as a kid. As a kid, I feel like, I mean, everybody commits mistakes, right? So like, I commit mistakes. Like nobody's perfect except for Jesus, right? So I feel like he had a lot of things going on, and he prioritizing his kids. Well, I'm the youngest, so like my brother and my sister were three. They're older, so they like one got married, the other one's doing his thing, and then it was just me, and where I can remember, like around like my early teens, like when I turned 13, 10, even 11, like I never felt the connection with my dad, like
Mm-hmm.
as in, it was like I can count
Like he
my,
was there, but you don't
yeah,
remember anything that you did.
and it's no
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
to
yeah,
my
yeah.
dad because like I just said it on the previous episode with Shasi Lali, the previous episode. I was talking to her about the same thing that, you know, I have like counted it with my hands and me sobran dedos of like memories that I had with my dad. Like very
Mm-hmm.
few that were like really nice,
Mm-hmm.
you know, really like
Mm-hmm.
compared to like what I'm doing with my son. Like my son is
Mm-hmm.
like I
Yeah,
live to
you
create
can. Yeah, yeah,
memories.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like I'm like as busy as I want to be, as much as I want to saturate my life, I know I have to be different because if my father wasn't there for me, quote unquote, wasn't there for me to remember, like, oh, remember when we went to here, remember when we went
Mm-hmm.
here, like, it's
Mm-hmm.
very few of those memories, like, very few of those memories.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like that, I don't want to be like for my son to say the same thing about me. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So like right now, maybe yourself too. Like I'm
Yeah.
26, so like I'm like still learning like the ropes of like life and being a father. I only have one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm learning the ropes of being a father, but I try to like I make it a point, and all my family knows this. I make it a point that when it's time for me and my family, like it's time for me and my family. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't take calls, I don't do business, I don't do nothing,
Mm-hmm.
nothing, because like let's be real, like in our age, like we're just all we want to do is grind and look for a better
Yeah,
life and
yeah,
then
yeah.
do this,
Mhm.
and we get lost in the
It's like a
sauce.
pressure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like I feel like that's why I don't question my father too much. Obviously there's some things that like I don't know if then again, you can't. Mi mamá siempre decía, no escupas para arriba, So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't question some of the things that my dad did. I don't think they were right in my opinion, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't question him because that
Right,
was his
right.
life.
Because you don't know
Yeah,
what he was
exactly,
thinking or what he was going through.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
like, all I do wish is that he had more time for me, like you said, and I feel like that shit is so normalized that like it's okay that oh whatever, like luego se le pasa. If he doesn't want to talk to me, he doesn't
Yeah,
want to talk to me,
yeah,
and we
yeah, yeah.
don't we. I feel like the parents,
The
I don't.
luego se le pasa.
Yeah, like I don't feel. I feel like I don't really think it's the kids'
No,
duty to
it's
reach
never.
out.
No, 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 it's
It's
not.
the adults. But then again, the way I see it, like I don't excuse it. But what I do think is like, and I had this conversation with my dad as well. It
Mm-hmm.
was like I said, now me and my dad are like we're like I love my father. Thank God I still have him in my life. My mom as well. We're in great.
Yo, I just came from a funeral.
Did you?
Yeah, bro. Like, not that you said that, bro. The one of a family friend, bro. Right? He has one son only here, no wife.
Okay.
His son is maybe like 20.
Right.
He passed away, bro, and like
His
the dad,
oh, the
the
dad.
dad passed
Damn.
away, bro. Now that you're saying about dads, bro, I'm like, yo, this guy's dad passed away, bro. It's just like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like
Like
we
right
still
now,
have.
look, and now that you touch base on that, we're like completely off script, but I feel like this is a
Mm-hmm.
good subject that you
Mm-hmm.
touch. Like, I feel like that's the also the reason why I like now I'm proactively
I'm
trying to
trying to
read.
do
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like I don't want to be in those shoes because I know those shoes are like I wouldn't even want to imagine what your friend is going through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now that I do have them and I do have my mother, I'm gonna be there with them. Forget what
Mm-hmm.
happened. Like at a certain point,
Yeah, yeah.
I
At
always say you
certain,
gotta stop acting like the victim at a certain point.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause
You got,
it's like it's being a kid, like cause you could do that, like whatever age, bro.
yeah,
It's 18, 19,
yeah,
20,
yeah,
21. You could be like, oh, it's because of my parents, because of my parents.
yeah, yeah.
But at what point, or whatever age, if anybody asks, or like if you're blaming somebody else,
Right,
at
right.
what point, at what age, let's just say, does anything, are you gonna be like, bro, this is actually my fault. This was actually my fault.
Right.
Like with everything, bro. If you notice, everything is literally your fault, bro. And it sounds stupid, right? It sounds like
No,
the
it's accountability.
like those YouTube videos.
Yeah,
They're
no,
like,
no,
it's your fault. It's your
no,
fault.
it's
But
accountability.
it's accountability. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. So I mean, what you said about talking to like when you start talking to your dad or whatever. Like now, before the same thing. I didn't used to talk to my mom like that.
Yeah, how
Start,
was that childhood like with your parents? You
bro.
had both
So
your parents?
yeah, I had both my parents. I was an only child until I was 7. Then I had a sister. And me and my sister grew up. Then I had a brother later on. But I remember that once my sister was born, it was very like different. Like my mom was obviously taking care of more of my
Right, right.
baby sister than me. But now I understand because I have an older son that
Right.
I'm not saying I don't pay attention to him, but but realistically, bro, if there's the
Yeah, your
3 month,
younger
the,
child requires more time.
the 3-month-old that's crying, and he's
Right.
like, "Hey, look at this." I'm like, "Yo,
Right.
give me a couple minutes." You know what I mean? Let
Makes
me see.
sense.
So we try to explain to him the first time when we had, because I have 4 kids. So the first time he had a brother, and you could see that he looked like damn, like you're not paying
Yeah.
attention to me, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And I told him, I was like I explained to him, I'm like, look, I'm like, if you think that we're not paying attention to you, bro, I'm like, look what happens. Took him, I was like, look at this baby. I'm like, just leave him there, bro. Then I dropped him to the, not dropped him to the floor, but
Yeah.
dropped him to the
Look at this
bed.
baby.
Look at this- you see what happens to, no, but I put him to the bed, and he was just like, like, and I'm telling him, like, get up, get up, get up. And obviously he can't get up.
Yeah.
I'm like, get up. I'm like, here's your bottle. Here, hold it. And he couldn't hold it.
Oh,
So I'm
okay,
telling him,
okay.
I'm like, you see? I'm like, he needs help, bro.
Right.
I'm like, now you. I'm like, pick up this bottle. So he picked it up. I'm like, you see, there's a difference, bro. I'm like, he still needs us to a certain extent. I'm
But I
like,
still love both of you
Yeah,
equally.
exactly.
Right, makes sense.
I feel like a lot of times, my parents at least, they maybe thought that I knew these things, but it makes a big difference just kind of
When
like
you
saying it.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, okay.
Like just saying it, like, yo, look, like it's not that I
Acknowledge that, like,
acknowledge the
yeah.
things, yeah. Because bro, if you're a kid, you don't know shit, bro. Tú
Of
estás
course.
pendejo, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, bro.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, bro. No, I remember that when I was about 13, bro. There was a family party. No, at 13, I started hanging around with some kid from the block, and they started drinking. And I remember they were like, this is when everybody started getting into girls and stuff.
Okay.
So they were like, oh, we go to parties, and if you drink, bro, girls gonna like you, bro. So I was like, I was like, fuck it. So we got drunk a little bit, right? All right, we got drunk.
What age was this?
Bro, 13.
Allegedly.
And then I got home. My mom found me. We were outside.
Yeah.
My mom found me. She's like, mete pa dentro. I go inside.
And you were lit? You were
Bro,
like...
I was mad drunk, bro.
Oh,
and then
shit.
she's like, you're drunk. I'm like, no. And then my friends are like, no, he's not drunk. I'm like, no, I'm not drunk. Tells me to open the door, bro. Pull out my keys. Bro, I drop my keys. I go to pick them up, hit my head on the doorknob. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. All right, got caught, whatever. The next day.
You got your ass whooped or no?
Bro, no, I just went home, knocked out. All right, the next day, my mom wakes me up. She's like, wake up. Like, you got a hangover? I'm like, yeah. And then she goes, here, take a for the cruda.
Okay.
So then I'm like, all right. She's like, it's gonna make you feel better, whatever. I'm like, all right, bet. Drank it. I did feel better, bro. That same night, I remember, because the night before they were up because they were making tamales.
Okay.
For like some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Making tamales, whatever. The next day was the party. So then I went to the party, and that's when my mom was like, yo, here, drink. And I remember I started drinking with my parents, like a lot. Like, I probably drank maybe like 6 beers. That's a lot.
Right.
But
I mean,
was
that is kind of a lot.
That's
That's still a lot.
For a 13-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, you give me 6 beers, I'll be lit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Bro, but I remember I drank like 6 beers like throughout the night. And bro, I remember I got so fucking drunk, bro. But like I was having mad fun with my family, bro. Like I don't like that. I still remember this day like now, bro. I was 13.
Don't drink, but
don't drink. Yeah, don't drink. But bro, I was like, yo, like from there, every weekend I started to go hang out with my family because they were drinking.
Okay.
And I was like, bro, I'm having fun. I'm drinking, and I'm.
So you
hanging,
come from like a heavy like drinking family.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
So then it became one of those things where I was like, I guess subconsciously, I didn't realize this consciously because I was a kid.
Right.
But subconsciously, I was like, bro, this is a good way to spend time with my family. You know how you said I could think of a handful of times that I spent. All of the times that I can think of between, like that age and like 24, 23.
Right.
It was all partying, bro, with like my
Partying
family.
and drinking.
Partying and drinking with my family.
So that was kind of like, that was your idea of fun with the family.
Yeah, bro. Like we would never go to like fucking Disney or anything like that.
Okay.
We would some shit like that, bro. Now we'll have party, drink.
Yeah,
It was mad fun.
prima, fuck it.
Yeah, bro. Everybody's, bro. Fucking baptism, bro. You had a baby, bro. Let's get drunk for him, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro.
Like it's not about the baptism.
It's not about the
party.
baptism, bro. It's about the party. Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that, but that's how it is.
Yeah, bro. So that's what I saw that there was a lot of bonding between that. And the parents are like, oh, we did it, so why can't they do it? My parents, again, they came here when they were like 16, 17. So I'm sure they got drunk at that age, you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
So they're probably also like,
yeah, it's kind of like a chain effect.
Yeah, like he could do it. And since who's the people that you learn from the most, your family, you know what I mean? So then I started to be like, oh, that's normal. That's normal. So from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, high school, drinking, then we started smoking weed, whatever, college. So then, so that was obviously a problem, bro. Obviously, right? Fucking child drinking. But I thought it was normal, bro. A lot of people did it. It was normal, right? But
So it was normalized.
it was normalized,
Yeah,
right?
which
Like
is not
especially
normal, but it was
right,
normalized.
right, right.
Yeah.
Because then I started to see that there was friends that drank and there was friends that didn't drink, and there was usually the friends that didn't drink. Like I would be like, all right, that's for this.
That's the whack people.
That's the whack people.
Yeah.
Like obviously we still hang out with them, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
this group.
Well, that's how
whenever
you
I
saw it,
wanna-
at least. That's how you
Yeah.
perceived it as.
Mm-hmm. Like the drinking people, that's where I'm going.
Damn. So this
Then-
drinking problem started from like.
Yeah, bro. I feel like it started from like a kid, bro.
Were you
And,
drinking? Well, drinking. Well, I mean, it was a problem, but drinking started at 13.
13, bro. Bro, and I swear, bro, I probably had between 13 and 20, whatever, bro. Maybe like at most like 10 sober weekends, bro.
Wow.
Like drunk every fucking weekend because it was like a family.
I'm surprised you didn't thank God nothing crazy
No, but
happened to you.
that's why when you're saying about the aliens, like why did I believe it? I swear I feel like that fucked up my brain at least a little bit.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Or it
they
did
do say
something-
that like
it did
yeah.
something with like my perception of reality, bro.
I mean, I think clinically, like if you do drink, you know what they say, like one glass of wine is okay, but like
Yeah, but like
one at
6
that,
beers.
like yeah, like your frontal lobe, your whole brain is developing at that age. Like it's still, and then you're like fucking it up with like beer and like drinks and like liquor. You're just killing brain. Like reality, you're really killing brain cells.
or getting used to a certain perception of reality.
You know
that
what's the
is not
worst part
the
too?
way it is.
I feel like your tolerance of liquor like raises. Like you tolerate liquor a lot better, which in your mind like I'm not a lightweight or whatever, right? But like your mind is just like it can't be defeated anymore by liquor, but it doesn't mean that it's not fucking you up.
Yeah. Like exactly, bro. Okay, so that happened. Then till that point, I felt like there was not really many consequences. It was maybe like you got into a fight, you got beat up,
right.
whatever. But then you get to a certain age where, like I said, I grew up. I had this girlfriend that I think it was probably gonna be a serious thing,
right?
And then so when you're on your best behavior, you first meet them, you're like you're like yo
the honeymoon phase.
The honeymoon phase. You're like look at me.
Todo planchado, your shirt
Todo
is shit.
planchado,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
bro. And then so I was acting good.
Like you never used a fucking plancha in your life. That's
No,
the one time.
yeah, bro. Yo, and then I remember, bro. It was my birthday was coming up because we started going out. We met in school, so September. My birthday's October. So I remember by October, it was my birthday, bro. And I tried to not drink around her and stuff like that.
What birthday? What birthday was it?
19th.
19, okay.
My 19th birthday, bro. So I remember I still had friends in high school. So my mom was like, she got us mad alcohol, bro, and to throw a party in the backyard. And she was like, oh, you're going to do anything? I was like, damn, I don't know if I should invite you. I'm like, but maybe I should, because
yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it, come through. Bro, I got mad drunk, bro.
Oh,
mad
man.
drunk, bro. Yo, I think I fell asleep before 12. And I fell asleep before 12. I remember the next day I woke up around 8, 9. I remember I woke up in the bed and she was upstairs in the house. She was like, yo, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, let's go downstairs. And she's like, nah, bro. She's like, I came to like help you because you like passed out, bro.
Oh shit.
I was like, no way, bro. She's like, yeah, nobody even realized you were gone till like 1:30, bro.
Yo, everybody just having fun, cumpleañero?
Yeah, bro. And then that's what she was telling me. She's like, bro, that's not normal. She's like, so all your friends didn't even realize you,
Yeah.
So this was a person that was like outside the culture. So then I was like, I was like, what do you mean they're not my friends, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Of course they're my friends. We're drinking. Yeah. Okay. Next thing, we kept on drinking, and I would bring her to certain Mexican parties, whatever. She wasn't Mexican. And then we would go to certain Mexican parties, whatever. And then she always come up with something of like, yo, your family is like alcoholics. And I'll be, you take offense. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? My family's alcoholic, bro. Like, you're not alcoholic.
Yeah, it's like a defense system.
Yeah. So then that shit would get me mad, bro. And I'll be like, nah, bro, like, what are you talking about? He'd be like, no, listen, normal people don't drink that much.
Right.
And I'm like, no, but they go to work, they do this, they have kids, they have,
Yeah, you kind of, you wanna find, yeah.
I'm like, bro, they're like, you're crazy, bro. I'm like, your family's boring, that's why. Because that's what I thought, I'm like, bro, your family's boring, that's why you're like that. Okay. Fast forward, she got pregnant, right? All right, but this was a little bit into the relationship.
But she got pregnant with your child or somebody else?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And
okay. Oh, so you were gonna be a dad?
yeah,
So with
bro.
it.
And then so this is where it fucked up, right? That once we told her parents, her dad was. I mean, I don't blame him either, bro. I mean, I would probably think the same way, as my daughter. Maybe not the same consequences, but he was like, "Yo, like, how are you gonna have a kid with this guy, bro?" Like,
Oh,
and they
okay,
were like
okay.
American,
Yeah.
and yeah, bro. So then the dad was like, "Yo, like you can't, like, you either no baby or you get the fuck out of my house." And then
Oh.
I mean, so I guess you're getting out the house, no? Because I grew up Catholic, so I'm like,
No, you have to have the baby.
you don't believe
Yeah.
in stuff
Okay.
like that. I'm like, whatever. Then the mom got mad. She was like, she's like, I have a brother that I haven't spoken to in 20 years. She's like, I don't mind not talking to you, bro. I
Oh
was just like,
shit.
oh shit. So then, it went to my house, and then I was telling my mom, and my Mexican mom was like, yeah, I'm like,
Like,
ah,
yeah,
yeah,
like
like,
otra
yeah,
peda.
yeah, otra peda. Yeah, bro. And then I was like, yeah, I mean, whatever. So we felt good at the moment. Then, as maybe during the week,
So
bro.
this was like 19 or like
19,
20-ish.
19, 19,
Still
19,
okay, so
still
still
19.
19.
Then, like, she wasn't talking to her family, bro. And I felt bad, bro. I was like, yo, like, it's
How
fucked
far
up.
along was this? She was.
Not that long, bro. Maybe like 2 months, bro. Most, you know
Okay,
what I mean?
okay.
A month or whenever you can tell, bro.
Okay, okay, okay.
And and then I remember like thinking like, yo, that's fucked up. Like, you're not talking to your family, bro.
Yeah.
And then she would every day ask me like, yo, you sure you want this? Yo, you sure you want this? Yo, you sure you want this?
So kind of like hinting like we
Kind of like
shouldn't.
hinting like we
Okay.
shouldn't. And then I had a couple of friends, like, a girl, not girlfriends, but like friends
Right,
that were
right.
women. And then I'll be like, yo, like she's telling me this, like, I don't know what you think, like, what does this mean? And one of them told me, she was like, bro, just go along with it to see what she says. So then she's like, again, she asked, she's like, what do you think? Do you really want to do this? And I was like, I don't know, maybe not, right? I'm like, maybe not. Bro, once the maybe not hit, bro, he called her dad. He's like, hey, dad, like, we thought about it. Yeah, can you make the appointment, whatever, whatever. But like in this situation, like from my point of view, from my perspective, I was like, yo, I was like, all right, like whatever, to you can still cancel, you can still not show up, whatever. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
call the dad. The dad was like, okay. Bro, he called back like 10 minutes
So
later.
you
He's like, okay,
scheduled like
done.
the planned
Yeah, bro,
parenthood.
but they scheduled like quick, bro, like within the
Okay.
10-minute mark, bro. So I was like, that was fast, bro. So all right. So what I ended up doing, I ended up getting drunk that night because it was scheduled for like not the next day, but the next day. So 2 days.
Okay.
And I remember it was the Virgencita, 12 de Diciembre.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I remember it was that day, bro. And I was like, oh, damn. So in that morning, bro, no, the night before, again, I got mad drunk, bro. I was telling my friends, and they were all like with me, like, don't worry, we'll get drunk with you, like we didn't know any better. So
Right.
then I wake up to the dad calling me. He's like, yo, are you coming? And then he's like, bro, are you drunk?
Like he heard it in the
Like he
voice.
heard it, bro.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, bro, like what I told you earlier, like you're just proving yourself, your stereotype. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Or I'm
You're
like,
just proving
fuck,
them
I
right.
just proved them right, bro. And I was like, yo, what a dumbass, bro. I felt mad guilty because I was like, yo, he's not wrong, bro.
Right.
So then I was like, ah. So then literally that one moment, like after we went, whatever, we go, bro. There's a bunch of people there. She goes in, comes back out. And then after that, bro, I felt like we were in a relationship for like
So you
years
showed
later.
up. You showed
Yeah,
up.
we went. Because I felt bad still.
Yeah.
Went, came back. We were still in a relationship on and off for years, bro. But it was horrible, bro. Like I think we stayed together for years, just so that, let's just say if I broke up with, not you, but let's just say I broke up with you, that you would be like, you see, you never wanted this, like to see whoever quit first, it
Okay,
was their
okay.
fault. To kind of see whose fault it was, bro.
That's how you felt it?
That's how I felt, but
Okay.
that's how I think it was, bro. Because
Okay.
I feel like at any point she could have
Or
been like,
maybe
yo,
you guys didn't know, or maybe, right? Maybe you guys didn't know how to quit, how to like let each
yeah,
other
yeah,
go.
yeah, 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 that
Because I
too.
mean, that's a lot, bro. Like, I know we're like, it's like we're just talking about it like so lightly, but I mean, that's a lot, bro. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
one, for you to like, you just like
Okay,
went into like crazy, like,
and all of this, bro, and I couldn't tell my parents about this because I don't want them to think that that when my mom found out, she just was like very disappointed. She just let me be too. Where it's like no communication of like yo, like I understand you going through this. It
Just
was just
like,
like
damn.
quieres comer, like shit like that.
Yeah.
Dad, same thing. I'm not saying they're bad people, but they you just don't know how to communicate with your kids. So I guess
Right.
So while I was going through all this shit in my head, bro, they're just like, oh, ¿qué vas a comer? ¿O qué quieres comer? Like how was school? Like this and that, like
Yeah.
regular shit. So then you're going through that. You can't tell your friends because they're gonna think you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you're like, oh,
Or
he's
whatever.
a
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
being a bitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's being a bitch. Yeah, yeah. Or like, how do you even tell them, bro? Like, because then in reality, they could be like, I had one friend that was like, bro, you could have stopped it. And I was like, yo, that ass, like, but whatever. So that I know stayed in my head for mad long. That I think that was the first time that I blamed the alcohol. That I was like, yo, if I didn't drink, like if I
Right.
didn't
You
drink,
think you caught like depression during that?
I don't even know, bro. I wouldn't say depression, bro. I think it was more like because I remember thinking this specific
Because
thing.
I mean, that's like a crazy. Ironically, that's like a perfect cocktail for depression. Like you have a family that doesn't communicate with you,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
partner that has kind of the same, different but the same parents. If you
Mhm.
really think about it, because the parents
Mhm.
were quick to be like, "Yo, if you're having this baby, then forget about us."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then like you were
Like
dealing with,
conditional love.
yeah,
Mhm.
hey, there you go, conditional love. Like, and then if you are like, you don't know anything else but drinking, like, bro, that's just the
Yeah, yeah,
perfect
yeah.
cocktail
I'm
to
just gonna
like
drink.
fall
Yeah.
into depression.
And I think maybe the only reason why I didn't go this way instead was because of the party. Because it was just like okay, even if I'm sad, I'll go to my parents' parties or my family parties on the weekends, and I'll drink and dance
So you
and
just
get
put a band-aid over the
right. Put a
wound
band-aid, and
while the wound
bro,
is getting bigger.
yeah, bro. So you get older, 21. We were on and off. So I was maybe like 23, bro. So from 19 to 23, that's for like a good 4 years, bro.
Right.
Um,
What? So
no
when?
more, bro. Till I was maybe like 26.
So like my age, like you
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
For more. Something like that, 25, 26.
When do you? So when do you realize? When was the moment where you're like? I know you mentioned like you kind of started thinking like, okay, maybe this alcohol has something to do with it.
So
But
that
when was the moment you were like, this is what's fucking me up?
shit was like, oh, it depends what you mean, bro. Because I
Like you
think,
thought this was like taking you downhill. Like this is the reason why it's taking you downhill. Oh, you
bro,
you never really blamed it.
not for bro. It's like the last time that when I really thought that, it was this last time that I quit. Like, because this is not the first time that I had tried to quit.
Okay.
Because after that, let's say I'm 23, whatever, I remember I had tried to quit drinking because it was like a cool thing somewhere. I don't know. I saw it on the internet, bro. It was a cool
He
thing.
said it's cool to quit
Yeah, it was
drinking.
cool, bro. Some
Yes, it
shit
is
like
cool
that.
to quit drinking.
It
If
is
you
cool.
have a problem, quit. Yes.
No,
it
no,
is.
but I had seen it, bro, where people were like, "Yo, you
Like,
quit
oh, it's the
drinking."
trend.
Yeah, it was either that, bro, or it was because I had started
Yo.
smoking weed. I had started smoking weed, bro. And I used to smoke weed with my friends at night, whatever. And I remember that we wouldn't get high anymore with the same thing, and we
Oh
were still
shit.
kind of poor.
That's what I was talking about. Like the
It
your
builds
body
up
like is
your
like, bro, give me
tolerance.
something
Yeah, give me
stronger.
some stronger shit.
Yeah.
That's why we would drink and smoke now because drinking wasn't enough.
You
or
get
whatever.
crossfaded.
We gotta yeah. So we're like, yo, let's get fucked up.
Yeah.
So then even that wasn't enough. So I think the reason why I did that was because I think we were gonna go 4 weeks without drinking, smoking, so that when we went back, it would hit us hard again, bro.
Oh, so you
So
did it like
no, we
Comaña.
did. Yeah,
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 you
yeah.
did
Con maña, bro. Yeah,
Comaña.
like it was for a good reason,
Yeah.
for a good cause. And so I did that shit, bro. I remember I did it, and I remember that little window of like clear thought, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I started to think like, yo, what if they're right, bro? Like, what if they're right? Like, what if they're right, bro? Like,
You sadness didn't seep in during that like
um,
sadness, depression. The only reason why I'm asking is because usually when you're alone in your thoughts and you're not fucked up on whether it's on whatever substance or liquor, like you start thinking
no,
you start
it
fighting yourself.
it hit, bro. But I know exactly when it hit, bro. But it took way long, bro. Like whatever after that, let's say whatever did that, tried it, whatever. Um, we started talking again because we were, like I said, on and off, on and off.
Okay.
One of the last times when we started talking again, she became mad descarada too, bro. Where she would be like, "Yo, my fault. You know, I was just going to my ex's house to go pick up some stuff." I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know,
While
like
you guys were going
yeah,
out.
while we were going out.
Okay.
So then I'm like, "Oh, damn, is this even worth paying attention to?" You know, just like whatever.
Right, but you were not
Um,
like strong enough to be like, yo, no, I can't deal with this.
Right, but also at the same time, I was also kind of like trying to match the energy where I was like, "Ah, if you're going to your exes, then I'll go hang out with this person." But you know what I mean? Like, I'll
Okay,
go
okay. I see what you mean.
so whatever, you know, it's like serious up until however serious you want to take it, right?
Right.
Okay. Then what is it called? Sorry, I get brain farts, bro.
No,
Bro, I feel like this is also a fucking
like a side effect. It
like
could
a
be
side effect,
No,
bro.
real shit. It could be. It
That
really
ass,
could
bro.
be.
Because out of nowhere, bro, sometimes I
like-
just be getting like
Yeah, you lose your train of thought.
yeah, OD, bro.
Yeah. So you were talking about like she she would tell you that she was gonna go see her ex.
Right. So she'll say that, whatever. All right, bet. Got over it. Then I remember there was this one time where I definitely was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna quit drinking for 6 months. This was already when I was 23. So I'm like, I'm gonna quit drinking for 6 months. We did a tanda with some guys from work. I was running a
Yeah.
tattoo shop. So I was like, all right, 200 every week, 200 every week, 200 every week, or 400 every week, some shit like that, bro.
I've never been in one of those. I always
No?
wanted to.
Bro, I should do it, bro.
I personally don't recommend it, but hey, to each their own.
50 numbers, bro. We got 50 numbers. Okay.
Look up Tanda. If you don't know what it is, look it up.
Tanda, bro. So we did that shit, right? The same month that I was quitting. I had stopped maybe for like a month and a half already, 2 months maybe. Did that shit, fucking so I had money saved up. You know, I wasn't going out, so I wasn't wasting money. I was living at my mom's, so I wasn't paying rent. I
Okay.
was bringing food. You know, I was just spending money on like my.
So you're like
transportation.
20 something now.
Now I was like 23.
Okay.
So I had gone to Brooklyn and then I had stopped because I was like, I'm gonna tattoo instead.
When did we kind of skipped over it. When did like the tattoo get in? Like while you're well, maybe in the moment you didn't even realize like, holy shit, I'm dealing with like alcoholism or whatever, right?
No, definitely
But
not, bro.
yeah, so you didn't. Now you
No,
realize
no.
as an older person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Old,
yeah,
like
yeah.
more wise,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
like now you're clear minded now. But when did the like tattoo even start in the first place? You get a little bit because I know it has to do with like
So so same thing, bro. I used to cut class and literally to go party and drink.
Right.
You know. And to take attendance, you could take attendance. I think it was 10th period or 9th period, something like
and then
that.
they mark you present.
Right. So I would come back to the class, and the only
old
teacher
hack.
the only teacher that would let us in would be the art teacher. And so we would hit her up, like, like, hey miss, can you open the door?
Yeah.
And she would let us in. She would be like, but in exchange, you have to come to my class for one period. So we would go to her class, bro, almost like every day, bro.
Yeah.
So then she was like, bro, you can't just be in an art class and not do shit. She's like, you got to start painting, drawing. So then, bro, for like a whole, I don't know, X amount of time, bro, just painting, drawing every day. So I had like an art class every day, and like drunk, so like drunk and painting. It was like good, bro.
Like not what they call now they do that the sip and paint.
Exactly, bro. I had sip.
Yeah,
I
you
chugged
invented that
paint,
shit.
bro. I had chugged and paint, bro. So we were doing that
I
shit.
chugged and
Yeah,
paint.
bro. So we're doing that. And then whatever. So she would open the door, whatever. After that, I went to college. Bro, I tried. I didn't really want to go, but except, the parents be like, this kid has cousins. Bro, I went and
That's crazy that you were like I'm not saying anything about it, but that's crazy that you were even able to like throughout this whole shit graduate, go to college.
yeah,
like,
bro. I don't know how, bro. I don't know how. I guess when you
and back then it was harder, bro. Now they like I feel like fuck, it's cool. It's easy.
No, but you know what it is, bro? You know how you find the requirements for each teacher? Like this teacher.
Oh, you were like, I just gotta do this.
Yeah. Like this one just cares about her reports. This one just cares about attendance. This one just cares about.
You hacked the system.
You figured it out.
Yeah,
bro. So then I was like, all right, bet. And whatever, ended up doing that. Went to college instead of doing liberal arts because I didn't know what to major.
Right.
The lady put me fine art, so she put me fine art, and then so I was in art now. I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do with an art degree?
But let's roll a little back. In art school, when that teacher like told you like, yo, you got at least do something, Did you like obviously you did it because you kind of had to, like kind of that huevo,
Yeah.
But did you start like that's when you started liking it, or like
Nah,
later
bro,
on in college?
no, bro. Realistically, bro, when I started liking tattooing is when I started making money.
No, but I mean like art, like
Art,
drawing first.
the same thing, bro. Like it was all just like an accident, bro. Like because that was just I was doing that just to get my attendance. You
Okay.
know, in the next school I did that because it was an accident. So
Mm.
then there the teacher, the professor, the art painting, whatever, she was like, "Oh, you're really good." And I was like, "Yeah, you say that to everybody."
So I
You
used to
know,
sip and paint.
you know, I used to sip and
I
paint,
used to
bro.
sip and-
and and so I checked, bro. I remember I went to check around the room, and I was like, "Oh shit, I think I am, bro," because there's some people that are trash. So then I was like
yeah,
legit, bro.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, okay.
And this is me not really caring about this. You know, I'm
Right,
just here
right.
because my mom wants me to go
Yeah,
to
you're just
school.
fucking around and you're actually good with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So then from there, I asked this Mexican kid that he was like coming here to just study or whatever. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Or in Spanish, ¿qué vas a hacer, güey? And then
Yeah.
he's like, no, yo solo voy a aprender a tatuar. He's like, yo vine aquí. He's like, I'm gonna overstay my visa. He's like, and I'm just gonna learn to do some art stuff here, the art
Allegedly,
class,
allegedly.
allegedly. And he's like, and then I'm gonna what he said? He's like, and then I'm gonna learn to tattoo.
Mm.
So then I was like, No, I'm like,
Well, you gonna make money of that?
yeah. So I was like, fuck, I might steal his idea, bro. So that winter, bro, I went to buy a tattoo machine, whatever. And I just started tattooing people, bro. Started tattooing like my friends. And,
So it literally was kind of like everything like coincidence.
yeah, just coincidence, bro.
Like you started art first because you were drinking,
yeah.
and then you were like, well, if she can take me in while drunk and like get me through the attendance, fuck it. And then you had nothing. You had
Nothing
no
to
idea
do.
what to do in
Yeah.
college.
So I was like, fuck it, art.
So
bro.
like liberal arts, or what was the other thing that you said? It was?
No, it was liberal arts, but the lady put fine art.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
said that arts thing, but I didn't know what it was called. Bro.
Oh, so it literally was.
Yeah, it was just.
Wow,
like,
that's kind of crazy.
yeah, bro. So then after that, when I got the thing, I started tattooing with just my friends, bro. And it's not like I would tell them like, yo, I tattoo. Like I bought the machine and I started tattooing my friends like a lo pendejo. And then they would tell their friends and they'll be like, yo, my friend wants to get something. How much? And I'll be like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. What do you mean how much? I don't know.
How much you got?
Yeah. Bro, I remember that it came a time where I remember I had a price point where I was like $7 in a kawama, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Yo, you don't know that. Hey, a fucking kawama's a kawama, bro.
Bro, that shit was $3.50, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yo, that's $11 right there, bro.
Wait, so you were doing like small, like little...
Yeah, like little fucking outlines, bro, or like a name or some shit, bro.
Okay,
like little nonsense, bro.
And did you like drop out of college, like at the
No,
when you
no,
started,
no.
or
So
you
then,
kept going?
no, so then after a while, like my dad was like, bro, I'm not gonna continue because like you have
Right.
to pay her. So my dad was like, bro, I'm not gonna continue paying for that shit if you're gonna just draw, bro.
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right. He told me to switch. They told me to switch. So I switched to like accounting. Whatever we did that. I did that till for like the 4 years.
So you got like a
yeah,
bachelor's?
I went to do the 4 years in Brooklyn College.
Okay. So you got a bachelor's out of
All that, yeah.
Oh,
but no
nice.
CPA. Like I didn't take the actual CPA exam.
Oh, okay.
Because at that last year, bro, that's when I was because I kept tattooing like on my side, like just like,
right. And now you're what? Like you would say like at 24, 25?
So this was at 23 when I graduated.
Oh, so this is still like on the 23 timeline.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's still young. So then I finished at like 23. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna work here at this tattoo shop where they used to pay. In that tattoo shop, he used to pay salary. So he was giving me like $200 cash
Okay.
every day. If I worked 7 days, he was giving me $1,400, bro.
Whether you tattooed or not.
You always tattooed.
You always, so it was like a
It
busy.
was like a busy ass shop.
Okay.
So he would just pay 200. And I was like, bro, like I'm rich.
I'm
You
rich.
know, like I'm rich, bro.
Yeah. Like that naive mind.
Yeah. I was like,
And
I'm
at this
rich.
point, you were like, you did it, por decirlo así, por necesidad, or you did it because like you liked it, you would say?
No, like I said, I did it because I was getting
like
paid
the
to do it.
situation was like that.
Yeah,
this
it was
is
just there. Yeah, it was just there.
And then you're good at it, might as well.
Right. So then I started to see that everybody else that I worked with, well, no offense, but no offense, but I felt like at the time I was probably like doing a lot better than it was like that same situation in the classroom
Right.
happened in the tattoo thing.
Like
where I was
seamlessly, you were just nice at it.
right, and then I looked around, being like, oh shit, I think I'm not even trying, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I'm doing good, or I'm like, or at least this guy thinks I'm doing good because that's why he's paying me what I thought was a lot of money at the time. And bro, all of that, maybe like let's just say he gave me let's just say on a whatever easy week, let's say 5 days, so $1,000, right? out of those $1,000, bro, I'll probably spend 600 on the weekend, just like alcohol, bro.
Damn.
You know,
So like it never stopped.
it never, bro. I worked there for like a year and a half. It was the last half that I actually, like I said, I stopped drinking, stopped doing that. I quit. I quit working over there. He did some funny shit. Quit working. Yeah, bro, I just quit working. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go tattoo at my mom's house, bro. Fuck it, you know. Try to like
Yeah.
do a little room
Yeah,
to
yeah.
tattoo, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that. And
And yeah,
bro,
but at this point you kind of had a clientele, low key, no?
kind of, but not really, bro. Because the way it worked, it was like a street shop. So like
Oh, so it was kind of like passerbyers.
yeah, and it was you're 26, I'm 24, bro. So this was way before like Instagram was like a big thing, bro.
Right. It was
Like
more like Facebook.
yeah, more like Facebook, bro.
Yeah.
Where like nobody's asking you for your page. Like, let me see your work.
Okay.
You know, it was more like the street shop. Like the
Yeah.
shop
Like
had the,
like old marketing type.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
Like like handing flyers. And like okay.
or like people wouldn't necessarily trust you if you didn't have your place. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
okay.
now I feel like it's different. Now I could go tattoo wherever and be like, no, this is what it is. This
Yeah, as long as your page looks fire, your tattoos.
right. That's your storefront now.
Yeah.
Your page
And I
is
say
just-
that too. I always say
Yeah.
like your IG is your storefront.
That's your storefront now. Where it doesn't matter where the fuck you are, bro, because people just show up. Well, it doesn't matter, bro. And yeah, bro, I could tattoo you in my car, bro. You'd be like, oh, I got tattooed in this car. You know, it's so cool. You know, like whatever. But,
I'm pretty sure people even do that.
Yeah, people do that. Yeah,
like in a Sprinter van and boom in the back.
Yeah, bro. And
So you're like, okay, so you're transitioning over. You quit this job where like it was going well. Some sketchy shit goes on, and then you quit it. You start tattooing in your mom's house, right?
Right. I started tattooing over there, and that's like around the time where like the whole like, I guess my life changed like a lot. I ended up going to tattoo convention. The guy that I was sat next to, he had a shop in New Jersey. He tells me, he's like, hey man, he's like, you look like you have potential. You know, no offense. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he's like, come work for me. I'm like, I don't know, bro. You know, sounds crazy. You know, I'm fine in my house. And then he's like, no, come. He's like, why you gonna tattoo in your house, bro? He's like, come work for me. All right, but I don't know how he convinced me, but he convinced me. I went. I go over there, and that's when my current wife was apprenticing there. And then I'm like, oh, you know, we met. I was like, how are you? Whatever. We became friends, and then I ended
Was
up.
it flechada primera?
No. We were literally just like she
like
worked
cool.
there. Yeah, but I only went like once or twice a week, bro. So like that's where I met her. But other than that,
Out in Jersey.
Out in Jersey,
Okay.
yeah. But I just
part of
used to
Jersey
go
was
there. Elizabeth.
Okay, damn, that was kind of deep.
Yeah, it's far. So I just used to go there just because I didn't have shit to do, bro. You know,
Yeah,
literally
just for the vibes.
Yeah, just for the vibes. And so I went, whatever that happened. Fuck, bro.
So you kept going to Jersey, and then you met your
Right.
wife now.
So that's what was happening. So then after that, like that happened. So let's just say that started. I feel like a lot of little roads started opening up at the 24-year mark.
A lot of doors will start.
A lot of doors started opening up, and it was perfect that I stopped drinking at that time for like 6 months, because that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to go to the gym. I'm trying to lose weight. I remember I got down to like 140 something, bro. Like I felt like I was good, you know. Like I started to feel more like self-respect, you could say.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's self. Well, yeah, it's self-respect, but it's more. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's you build your confidence.
Yeah. You build your confidence. Yeah. So I felt like I had that. I had built.
Like you were confident.
Confident. I wasn't spending my money on the weekends. Instead of doing that, I was just tattooing people.
What started like pivoting your course, like where you're like, because that's a fucking huge change from like going to drinking every weekend, like you say, to like, oh, now let me go to the gym and like change my life around. Like that's like some shit you hear on Instagram. You know, like,
I think it was something from like it's like something
like some motivational
some
shit?
social media thing, but it was a limit. It was like for six months.
Yeah, even that,
Because I
bro. Let's be
remember-
real. Even that, it's hard. So how did like
Bro,
what clicked in your
again?
head?
Because it was that mania thing, bro. I think I was trying to wait till the 6 months to once
So
again
this 5
pick
years,
up.
don't tell me it's not mine yet.
Nah. I was trying to do that shit, bro, because I was like,
Okay,
yo,
okay.
I'm gonna hit the six months, and then I'm gonna party, bro, which I did. I did that, whatever. 6 months passed. Partied, whatever. Again, I got fucked up, bro. I ended up. I don't know if you remember. There was I don't know if you know.
Well, 6 months passed.
6 months passed.
You're drinking again now.
Started drinking. The first day I drink again, bro. There was a strip club allegedly on 39th Street that we used to go to. Like not even for the girls, bro. We used to go because they were cheap bottles, bro.
Okay.
That ass, bro. And so I remember we got drunk, me and my friend. My friend, I don't know, he disappeared, and I ended up in the middle of the road on 4th Ave, bro. Like on 4th Ave and on 36 by like TD Bank.
Okay.
And I fell asleep there, bro. The next thing I remember, I woke up in front of my house. So I'm like checking my phone. I'm like, I have my phone, I have my wallet, I have my glasses.
I didn't get fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't
so
get
it's just
fucked up.
good.
I'm like, how did I get
A win
here,
is a
bro?
win.
Yeah, so I'm checking and it says like I called this person, I called this person. So I'm like at 5 o'clock. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh no.
So I called them back. So I called them back, and one of them tells me, he's like, yo, you're a fucking asshole, bro. I'm like, what the hell? Why?
Something like
Yeah,
what was that movie where like they
the
go to-
Hangover shit. He's like, yo, you're a fucking asshole, bro. I'm like, why, bro? And he starts telling me, he's like, bro, he's like, at 5 o'clock, he's like, you called me. He's like, and a lady answers. He's like, so I thought you were showing off that you're with a girl. And I'm like, I don't think I was. He goes, no, you weren't. He goes, because the lady said that you were on the middle of on the road, that she got out her taxi to push you to the sidewalk, and to do that, to call whoever was last on the thing. She's like, that she called him, and she told him, like, come pick him up. She's like, she called me back 15 minutes later to say, like, yo, are you coming to pick him up or no? Because I got to go to work. And then he did come to pick me up in a cab or whatever. And so after he's telling me all of this, I'm like, yo, there's no fucking way, bro.
So
like,
no way. So a random cab driver sees you across the fucking road.
Yeah, bro.
And she's like, at a good heart. Let's be real. At a good heart.
Yeah, bro. Just
grabs you and puts you to the side and calls somebody on your
on my phone, bro. Just like that.
That's crazy.
And
shout out to that lady.
That ass, bro. That ass. I owe you. I don't know what.
Tattoo.
Let's not get too carried away. But yeah, bro. So she did that. I want to say like she saved my life, bro.
Low key, bro.
Yeah, that ass. And so then this guy, whatever, we get home. So that was the next thing that I was like, okay, this alcohol shit is crazy, bro. Like I just did good, and now I'm gonna fucking die.
And now you're in the middle of the street.
Right. Now I'm in the middle of the street, bro. So then from there, I kept trying to stop again, but I was like, nah, I'm good. Kept trying to stop. Nah, I'm good. And that's when I started to feel like what you said, the depression kicking in. Because then I was like I started to see like, bro, that like I'm fucking up, bro. Like I'm fucking, I don't know. Like that's when I guess I lost control of like everything, where I was just like, yo.
Like things derailed again.
Yeah, things derailed again. And that's when I started to see like, bro, I was actually, like I could have a good life, and I'm choosing to not have a good life, bro. You know? Like I saw all the good that happened in these 6 months.
When you're good, you know what comes out of it.
Right. Tried it again, bro. At around that same time, again, magically, bro, the corner store around the block from where I live, I was walking and I was like, bro, I don't know what to do, bro, in my life. And I had saved some money, not a lot, maybe like 10,000. Okay. But that's a lot for me, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot in general.
Yeah. And I had never saved more than 1,000. I never had, bro, because I would always drink.
Right.
So I had got my tanda, my older shit, whatever. And so then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, God, like, what am I gonna do, bro? Like, yo, give me a sign, you know, like, should I move? You know that thing that people do, they move to California and they're like,
yeah, like,
so I'm like, should I
restart?
should I become a Hollywood actor, you know?
Yo.
Now should I become the next Danny Trejo?
Yo, next Machete.
The next Machete, bro. I was like, I don't know if they're ready, bro. And I'm thinking, bro, I'm like, yo, give me a sign, bro. You know, give me a sign. Bro, tell me how the store next to the deli, right. Well, the store, whatever.
In the corner.
Bro, the landlord is putting up a for rent sign, right? And then I'm like, no mames. I'm like, that as bro. Like,
I'm like, there's anything else?
Yeah, I'm like, no mames. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna ask, bro. I'm like, nah. But then I'm like, I literally just said, give me a sign. I'm
and
like,
he's giving you like sign. A literal sign.
Yeah,
that's
like,
crazy.
So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna just ask. So I asked him, bro, and he was like, yeah, you know, whatever. I told him I live around the corner. He's like, bro, I'll help you out because, you know, you're from around the neighborhood, whatever. And no me hizo tanto pedo. He was just like, just give me the first 2 rents and, you know, I'll help you with the business aspect of it.
Wow.
And whatever, bro. And that's how I started with the shop, bro. Like with the first shop. From the landlord, bro. He was mad helpful, bro. Like OD helpful, bro. Like
that really was a sign from God. Think about it, like
that as yeah.
Not it's not easy to start. Well, now it's a lot harder, right? But like it's not easy to start a business, period. And then for someone to like, I'm a big. That's why I have the tattoo. Like I'm a big God. Like I'm not perfect, but I'm big in God. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I've asked sometimes. Like I've been in that position where like not necessarily because of alcohol, but like other life things. But I've been like, God, give me a sign, you know. And I've gotten that sign,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's hard to like explain it to people, but man, that's like
Yeah, bro. And like a lot of times, all right. So there was this one thing that one kid told me. I remember one time I was gonna get in trouble for some shit, bro. And then I remember he told me like he said it in like such a weird way, bro. That he was like, bro, what are you worried about? I'm like, bro, because of this. Then he goes, bro, everything always goes okay for you, bro. And then I like, bro, until now that I'm 34, he told me this maybe when we were like teenagers. Now that I'm 34, and I'm always like, bro, it's so crazy, bro, that I feel like even when I didn't try, like I feel like things just go the way they have to go. You know, like
yeah,
obviously, you could try and it'll happen.
yeah, of course.
But sometimes, like I feel like things that are just meant to happen, they just
Like whatever,
happen.
lo que te toca, toca.
Yeah, bro, because like a lot of coincidences that you're like, how many coincidences
I
could?
mean, look, this is how I see it, bro. This is just me, like, bro. It just,
Mhm.
I first of all, I have to thank you for even being here and like opening up the way you are. Like,
Yeah.
that's first of all, thank
Open.
you. Like, thank you for coming and like sharing your
Hey,
stories.
pause.
But this is how I see it. This is how crazy I see it. Like, you went from like not knowing anything but drinking to like you
Yeah.
have your own, apparently two shops,
No,
like one
that
and
one
then the
was the
other.
older one. We closed
But
that.
you had two shops technically,
Mhm.
so like, bro, like I feel like there's
Mhm.
people that are like not drinking that's even hard to start, like to
Mhm.
do, like, and now you're battling with like, because you were battling with alcoholism. Maybe you didn't know it at the time.
Right.
You
Yeah.
didn't even know it, but
Mhm.
like you were you tried to quit, but I'm guessing you fell back, or what's it called when like you do the same thing again?
You relapse.
Or relapse. There you go. You
Yeah.
kind of relapsed, and even if you did try to stop, you kind of did it in like a mania. Like there's a
Mhm.
back
Mhm.
there's a back
Yeah.
reason for it.
Yeah. And
So
so
big props to you, bro. That's
yeah,
huge.
the last time, bro, was when everything was going good. When everything was going good, we opened the shop. Then I was like I almost felt like I said, like I feel like that thing hit, bro, because I started to see other people with their families and other people with this. And then so the shop opened, and then a lot of friends. I started making a lot of new friends. Like friends. I
Yeah,
don't know,
acquaintances.
acquaintances. Yeah.
Mm.
That because I never was that type of popular person. I was like, like people like me. People like me.
Yeah.
Like let's hang out. Let's drink even more. And then like party people, whatever. When people do the, how do you put it? Like when it's not your character, but just because you want somebody to like you, you're like, fuck it, I'll take everybody's attention, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like an example would be like how would I say it? Like if a girl try like if I talk to a girl or whatever, and I'll be like, hey, you want to call me out on Tuesday? And then I'll try to go talk to somebody else. Hey, you want to call me on Thursday? Hey, you want to call me on Friday? And
Right.
like I realistically, bro, I'm not that type of person, bro. But it was more to try to project to other people, like, look, people like me, bro. Like,
Okay,
look,
okay,
people
okay.
like me,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
like, so that more
So you were
people.
like in a persona kind of. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you were faking your persona.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Exactly. To be like, yo, look,
Right,
I'm
right.
cool. Look, I could drink more. I'm cool. We hang out with these people. I'm cool. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
But you did that to help your business, or you did that because you
No, bro.
just.
I did that, bro, because I was really starting to feel man lonely, bro. Because
Mm.
it started to seem like that one thing was like a big joyful thing that I thought it should have been like how do you put it, like opening up your own business. You're like, oh, like it's so cool,
Yeah.
whatever. But then I saw like these people that were like, they had their first kid, they had their first kid, and
Mm.
then I'm like, oh
When'd you open
fuck.
up the first shop? What
It
age
was
was this?
24. So it's from
Damn.
23 to 24. At 24, bro, that's when, like I said, people are having kids, and I'm like, damn, bro, like,
Well, people in our community, because the people later, like, why people have to that like that? I mean, I had my first child at 20.
20.
Yeah, 20. I got started early, so
Yeah.
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 No, I mean, like I started, but it was all like to bring it a little back on what you were touching base on is like we didn't know any better, like straight
No,
up,
no,
we
no.
didn't know any better, nor did our parents I don't want to blame it on parents, but it was.
No, it's not always there.
It's not the parents, but they had a big. I would say they had, because it's like, okay, if my son, I'm not gonna show him like, listen, you're growing older, you're gonna like girls, and things might happen. Make sure you're protected because so and so can happen. Like, teach him the consequences. I was never taught consequences.
Right.
Like I like it was like what you said before. It was like you don't have that connection nor the trust to talk to your father, which is or your mother, which is supposed to be the people
one that you trust. Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
So again, I don't want to blame it in our parents, but like I feel like they had a huge. I mean, I don't hold them to it because I feel like my child, yo también era de desmadre, like coming up, but I feel like my child can change my life or like like 360 it completely. And now I basically live for my son, you know, like that's what like my child is the end goal. Like to have him not go through what I went through, to give him everything. Like typical dad, you know, like you want everything for your son. Like that's
not everything.
Yeah, you know, you want you want to give everybody, but everything to your son, but like at the end of the
every opportunity.
Exactly. So like, I feel like my son came to change my life, but again, like I feel like if I was like maybe taught a little different or taught consequences at least, like I would have thought it twice. You know, at the end of the day, it was still my decision. It was still my stupidity. But I was a kid. You know, even at 20, I feel like okay, you're not necessarily a kid, but if you're not taught any better.
Then you stay a kid, technically, mentally. Yeah.
So like I totally get like and connect with you. Damn. So like you were like the like loneliness was creeping in.
Bro, it was that, bro. It was when I started seeing other people having kids, and like because people that were my friends started having kids, and then I had to get other people to hang out with because the people that were my friends were having kids. You know what I mean?
So the vibe changes, like,
and not even just that, bro, but it started to remind me of like. I could have had kids before all of you, bro. You know, like, and that's when that thing,
so like their regret,
like it connect. Yeah, that's when that thing actually hit, bro. Where I was like, then after that, I was like trying to forget. Like, yo, let's do this, let's go out, let's do this. But I remember I started doing like other stuff, you know, like typical party stuff, you know.
Okay.
You know? Substances. You know.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that, and yeah, bro, whatever. It was all good.
Yeah, that was funny, bro. Okay,
I don't know if that's what it's for, bro. But yeah, bro, stuff like that, all of that shit, bro. And yeah, bro, like I remember having a conversation with some girl that I was telling her, I'm like, bro, I feel like when you play GTA, you know, when you play GTA and you beat all the like the actual main story, then now you're just kind of fucking around like side quest.
You drive normally.
You drive.
You follow the rules.
Yeah. No, but this was before following the rules. That I was like, fuck it, just, you know, do whatever the fuck I want. Go to, you know, do whatever you want,
to the mountain.
Yeah. Do whatever.
Yeah, where the fuck is GTA 6, bro?
It's not coming out.
Oh my god, bro. I'm at a point where I'm about to sell my shit, bro. I'm about to sell my PS5. But
get a PC, bro. PC's better.
I want to get a PC. I really do want to get a PC.
You should get a PC.
You got a PC?
My son has a PC, but I have a PC.
You seen the Steam Deck thing that's coming out?
No, what's that?
It's like a little cube. It's like supposed to be the console of PCs, where it's like a little cube, but it's like it'll run like a console. Like you connect it to a monitor, you connected it to a TV, but you can also run Windows on it, which is really cool. It's some new shit. Like apparently it's gonna take over consoles, because like you know how consoles it's two different things. You got the PC guys and you got the console guys. So it's completely off topic, but I think it's interesting. Like
I think consoles are a little bit better because I'm old school, so I still feel like.
Yeah, San Andreas.
Estoy jugando PlayStation.
PlayStation,
Now, my brother, he's 18, bro, and this guy be turning on his PC, like, sometimes with his
those shits are crazy. Some of those shits cost more than my car, bro.
Yeah, bro. Fuck? I was just like, nah, I can't do that, bro. Like, at that point, it's not even a game, bro.
At that point, you're just doing
it's a job.
You just want to be the shit.
Yeah. Nah.
Shout out to all the PCs. I do want to get with a PC. I'm an Apple. I'm stupid proof, boy. I like Apple, bro. I fucking love Apple. I have everything Apple, iPad, iPhone, iWatch, everything, because it's so easy. It's just so seamless.
Bro, I do everything Apple except eat one, bro. Fucking.
That was funny. Holy shit,
man. Bro, I feel like that's what happened, bro. After doing all that shit, after quitting, I feel like I started eating more, bro. Like because now now my version of a good time is like, let's go out to eat, you know.
Right,
Let's
right,
go
which
out
is
to
a
eat.
lot better. Let's be
It's
real.
a lot, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, depending what I eat.
I mean, honestly, yeah, bro. Like, I still like to you. Like, you say it so nonchalantly. Like, oh yeah, I stopped drinking for a little while. Like, I feel like we have to let people know that
No, it's not easy, bro.
it's not easy, but it's possible. Like, you clearly fucking did it, and it's.
All right, the last time, bro. The last time, because after all that shit happened, whatever, went down to the lowest of the low, bro.
Like rock bottom.
Bro. And then like I said, the girl that I met at the New Jersey thing,
Which is your current,
which is my
which
wife,
your wife right now.
she hit me up. She was like, hey, you know, I'm looking for a place to work. Do you think I could work at your shop, whatever? I was like, oh yeah, you come through a couple of days. She's like, yeah, because some people from New York want to get tattooed. I'm like, oh yeah. So then I felt bad. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna let you go take the train, you know, at like 10 p.m.
Hit her with that. I got you.
Hit her with that. I got you. No, but I also didn't have a car, bro. So I was like, bro, I'll go with you on the train, bro. And like I said, I didn't have shit to do, bro. So I was
wait,
like, fuck
wait,
it,
hold
let's go.
on. So you were like, you felt bad, or you were like a little something, like someone was feeling there.
I don't know, bro.
I feel like to take someone to Jersey is crazy.
No, I wouldn't go all the way to Jersey, bro. I'll go to like Manhattan. Like
okay.
You know, like Penn Station.
But still, you think it's something like started like. How long did she start working there until you took
honestly, bro, I think it was just a matter of like somebody was listening to me. Like just no bullshit, bro. Like just somebody was like actually listening to what I was saying.
Okay.
And then and like I think I hadn't really actually ever talked to anybody before that, like
or any serious, like that type of conversation.
right. Of like things that happen or
like feelings.
Right. Okay. All that, you know. Don't talk about your feelings. It's gay. And
no, talk about your feelings. It's good, bro.
Bro.
I feel like it's good because like Brad help you.
Ah, yeah, okay, fine. Talk about your feelings.
I feel like you have to like, cause look, see, this is where like I feel like
nah, you do.
Yeah, this is where I like feel like this is has something that we have to like, and I'm not saying like, because there's one thing is talking about your feelings, another thing is like being the victim, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you should because
address it.
Yeah, like the whole kind of back 1 hour. I don't even know how long we're recording. I think we're almost at an hour. We're talking about is like how our parents didn't validate what we had going on. So I feel like that's the same thing. Like if you don't validate your like your son's feelings, like they're gonna they're gonna think that you know that care. Yeah, you don't care. They're gonna think like it's not okay to talk about your feelings, which like one thing is like there's like a fine line where like, and I feel like a lot of people know when to like draw the line of like, okay, I listen to you, I hear why you're upset, this, that, and the third.
What you're gonna do about it?
But yeah, now like okay, a girl doesn't like you, like I'm sorry, son, but that's life. But don't worry,
somebody else will.
Somebody else is like, and that's it. You know, you get up, you dust off, and you keep going. You know, because I feel like if we don't validate our kids' feelings, if we don't start that change of like listening to our kids and validating their feelings, even our own, bro. Like, let's be real, like. Sometimes I'm like, yo, I question myself because I feel like when I'm lost and I question my feelings, I feel like I can answer them. Like when I started, like, why am I sad? And then you start going down the line, like, why am I sad? Oh, because there's this and this and this. And then you start even answering, and you start like clarifying your like your lostness. So I feel like I feel like that's a change that should be happening. I feel like it is happening. I really do feel like it is happening.
Yeah, that's a good thing about That's like a thing that I think should change from like from like our parents,
even
like
our culture,
our culture, yeah, to what happens now, because even that, bro. Like I know my dad, like I don't know his dad, but my mom said she knew his dad, and so she would say that his dad was mean to him, whatever, and I've never heard my dad say like anything about his dad, you know.
That's the crazy part, huh?
And the thing is, like, he was there, you know, they were there too, you know. So then I'm like, all right, well, my dad wasn't that. He wasn't bad at all, bro. You know, it was like maybe he was just in his own world. But I wouldn't say he was a bad dad at all, bro. You know. So now it's like at least we're improving. I do see at least an improvement, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying I'm perfect either, bro, but like
no, even the way you're speaking to me right now, like I although I'm younger, the way you're speaking to me and the way you're like delivering your message on like why you did things or like, you know, like what you did after the fact, like it, like, okay, I was like shit at one point, but like that doesn't mean I couldn't change,
right?
And I did change, so that's like there is a clear example of the change.
The good thing about that is like I feel like my mom had the reins in their relationship Because I remember this one time.
La que
I think,
mandaba en casa.
and I think she called me sad or something, bro, or drinking at home, just like in my room. And then she was like what she said in Spanish. She was like, huh. She's like, pendejo, vas a llorar por una vieja. And then I was like, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, no, I was like, I'm watching Rosa de Guadalupe, bro. Like, you know, I'm like, it's not that. And then
While you're waiting for that viento to hit
yeah,
you.
bro, like, oh, yeah. Nah, bro, but I remember like my mom telling me that too, bro. And then I was just like, no, she's right, bro. Like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? Like, why am I, like, why am I sad? What the fuck
It's a rough way to state it, but yeah, like
yeah. It's a rough. I'm like, yeah, nah, you're right, bro. Nah, so slowly, bro, I started to we started to talk. Well, I started talking to my wife. Well, girl, not even girlfriend, bro, just a friend back
like a
then.
friend, yeah.
You know, slowly, we started
You
hanging
built the
out more.
connection.
And then that's when I started to see, like, I think it was the more I talked about like stuff that was going, like the more I said it out loud, like you start seeing the recurring pattern like in your own life. Because if
Right.
you start narrating your life, you're like, holy shit, this
You
happened.
listen to yourself.
Yeah, and then you're like, holy shit, this happened because I was drinking. Like, oh shit, this happened because I was drinking. This shit happened because I was drinking. You know, like
Yeah.
all of this happened because I was drinking, and then I'm like, fuck, like maybe I should stop drinking, bro.
Right.
And yeah, bro. So I'm fucking.
You see what I'm telling you? You see, it's the same thing I was telling you. Like when you start listening to your feelings and valid, like you find the source of the problem.
Yeah. You find the source, but yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, like my,
No, of course.
because I didn't get attention.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, that's why I always say that too. Like I'm on you with that. Where like you should listen to your feelings, talk to somebody, but don't fall victim of your life, because then that's just gonna be your life. Like you're like this happened to me. Oh, this happened to me. You know, and like that's when like you feel hopeless, because you like even if people try to help you, you're not gonna help yourself.
And a lot of times, bro, like when you talk to people, like a lot of times, if people if let's just say if I'm talking to you, let's just say I'm like, yo, bro, I'm feeling like this, you kind of get the vibe of what I want to hear. So you're gonna tell me like if I would have said, yo, bro, she did this to me, she did that, you might be like, damn, that's fucked up, bro, when instead you should be like, I think the correct thing to do would be like, well, what did you do? Or
Okay.
what did you what do you think caused this? Or
Yeah.
So then you're like, wait a second.
And then you're the worst part, that you take that to offense. Like, oh, like
well,
you're
might
supposed to be on my
yeah,
side, you know?
Yeah. But in reality, like if you really want to help the person, you ask like, yo, what did you do to, like, what happened, or why?
Yeah.
Why do you think this happened? Oh, because I was drinking a lot.
Look, that oh man, you're touching great points. I feel like that's even where you see where you have a good friend and just a yes man. You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy, the one I was telling you. Shout out to my boy Spook. I learned that from him. I learned that from him, where I would tell him my issues, and then he would be like, "Well, put yourself in their shoes, or listen to yourself. What, like, put your life out to yourself. Like, put it out on the timeline and see where you did wrong, where you did right. Put it out." And he would like kind of like low-key kind of showed me like, you gotta take accountability for your like, instead of being like, yeah, bro, like, yeah, it was their fault, or like, how did you aid on that situation happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where like I feel like you really define like
because at the end of the day, bro, that's all you can do. You can't change what happened. Like, let's say whatever happens. You can't change what happened, but you can change what you do the next time. That
Right,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, if same thing with the drinking. Let's say, oh, that happened. Why? I knew somebody that his wife cheated on him, but because he would always drink. You know what I mean? Not me. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe back then, I don't know if it's my ex or whatever.
Yeah.
But so whatever. I knew this guy, right? That his wife cheated on him because he was always drinking, like passing out, bro. So my boy used to bring like people to his house, like his friends to his house, and then drink, And obviously, not every friend is a friend. So they started to try to hit on the wife, and they were successful, I guess. And like, imagine the friend telling you. So he would tell me like, yo, he did this, she did this, she did that, she did that. Like, oh, fucking mad. Like, yo, did you believe this? I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
Like, it's their fault. Like,
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, they did take the decision.
Yeah.
But where does your fault come in?
And then what I said was, well, you do know why, right? Where then he was just like, what the fuck? Like, why? What are you saying, bro? I'm like, well, I can explain to you why. I'm like, but why do you think, And then we worked it out, bro. And then, bro, eventually he was just like, yeah, I guess.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And I thought he was gonna stop being my friend, bro. But no, literally that made us like
Yeah, the right mind will respect
a lot closer. Yeah. And that's what I started to see. Like, not everybody could take the truth, bro. That's why, they're like, you can't handle the truth.
That's true.
But some people can, bro. Like, and there's times, bro. Like, um there's times where, like, now that I would even say that this is called experience of not drinking, because even that, like, you do something for a long time is experience.
No, you're experiencing clear life.
Yeah. But also, like, okay, because I know, like I said, I used to drink, whatever. Quit one day. The last thing that at the end, I was just like I wasn't all bugged out or anything, bro. But I remember we had gotten to a car crash, with like some cops, and whatever. I thought I was gonna have to pay because insurance was only covering five or whatever X
Right.
amount.
It was like an accident, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they said that I had to pay, and I was like, damn. So I started working like a lot. And I remember my back was hurting, and I have a friend that has cancer.
Damn.
And so they had given him I think they had given him like 50 or 60 pills, bro. And I remember he was like, bro, I only take like one every 2 days or 3 days. He's like, if you want, take a few for your back, because I was tattooing all the time, like
Right.
hunchback.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Damn, I gotta
I'll
fuck
take
that
some.
back too. I
Yeah,
swear.
but don't take those, bro.
No.
So I started taking them, bro. And yo, they were like, bro, like, no funny shit. I know that I'm gonna sound like a crazy crackhead. It felt like if I was a baby, bro, and my mom was hugging me again, bro. Like, that. I don't even know what the fuck that means, bro. But like,
You're saying the sensation was like warm.
the sensation was very good, bro. Like, pause.
Mm.
Like very warm. Like not even on a physical level, but like on a like a
Like inside, it felt warm.
yeah, inside, bro. And I knew, like, and I would take them and like tattoo and whatever, and I would feel like a little crazy sometimes. But I was like, fuck it, I'm still tattooing, bro. And I felt productive, bro, because I didn't feel pain or whatever. I felt productive. And just started doing them until all his pills ran out. And then he was like, bro, I'm gonna get another prescription. And he only got 20 this time. So I was getting hooked. And this happened for a few months. Then after that, another guy, he was like, yo, I'm running out. He's like, they're not gonna give me more. So then bro, and this is all like a normal thing, bro. I'm like, oh, okay, well, what can I do to continue being productive? And then another guy goes, he's like, why don't you take one? Because he only has X amount left. He's like, why don't you take one instead of two? He's like, and then whenever you're feeling down, you take a bump.
Okay.
And then I'm like, that sounds good. I'm like, that sounds like, and I'm doing the math, bro. Like, okay,
Bro,
so
it's actually calculating.
Like I'm like, if I
Bro,
buy
never
two,
did math until this
bro,
time.
I'm like,
you know what the teacher tells you, like, when you tell a teacher, like, when am I gonna use this in the real world?
Bro, I was using that shit, bro. I was using
Don't
exponent.
use none of that. Don't do it.
And bro, and I remember I was like rationing it out, bro. Like, okay, what's my best? Bro, I was like, what's my best deal? Should I buy this? And then I was like, no, but what if I quit next week? So I only buy this amount because this. I'm like, okay, cool. Bro, I was like measuring it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Like if it was like for work, like I wasn't in my head, I wasn't doing it because I'm a drug addict, bro. I was doing it for work. Bro, the last thing that happened was COVID. When COVID came and they were like, bro, everything is closed. Mind you, I live in Jersey. The shop was in Brooklyn. So I had to stay home. And then I remember my wife had asked me, she was like, yo, are you on something? And I was like, nah. I'm like,
so you were doing this kind of behind your
yeah, bro. Okay. And I was like, nah, why? I'm like, why would you ask? And then I remember when she asked, I went to the bathroom and I was like, yo, that's crazy. I just lied to her. I was like, but mind you, this is the person that I said that like I was able to like to be me, bro. To be me.
Yeah. So it felt more personal.
Yeah, where I was like, what the fuck? Did I just lie to you?
It's your wife, yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't my wife at the time. Like, we weren't married.
Yeah,
but
like, which
congrats,
by the way. I saw the video. That's so nice.
Thank you, bro. And yeah, bro. And I was like, yo, I really lied to her, bro. And I was like, fuck, like that's crazy, bro. Like, why did I lie? So I just started to analyze myself, bro. Like in the bathroom, like, why did I lie? Why did I lie? Why did I lie? I'm like, she clearly knows something is up, bro, because she wouldn't have asked, I was like, bro
got his whole mouth chueca and shit.
Yeah,
like, yo, she gotta know something.
She gotta know something, bro. Yeah, and whatever. So like, whatever. COVID came, bro. I couldn't go back to Brooklyn. I must have had like 2 pills left, bro. and like that's it, bro. Probably, bro. And then I remember thinking, like, bro, how am I gonna do this, bro? I'm like, well, I don't have to work, so I'm like, so I'll be good. I'll be good. I'm like, I don't have to work. The next day I took one, went to drive around, whatever. The next day I took another one, and then that's it. I was done. So I was like, all right, I'm done. Whatever. I guess whatever. Bro, I started to get chills, bro. That same night, bro, I started to get chills,
So
and I started
unconsciously
to
you got
get
hooked.
yeah, bro. I started to get chills, and yeah, bro. Because before that, I had tried to quit. Like I was like, no, I can't do it anymore. Because she asked me.
Right.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm quitting. I couldn't quit. And then finally that shit forced me to quit. And bro, I remember I had a fever, bro. I was like, bro, maybe it's this COVID thing. I'm like, maybe I got COVID. Bro, I had a fever for like 10 days, bro. That I still don't know if I don't think it was COVID, bro. I think I was
I
like
don't know, but I don't know. I mean,
I don't
it's hard to tell because I know the thing is like I know people like like to me, I was out and about and nothing happened to me. But like
Mhm,
my brother got that really bad. My father got it really bad. Like apparently
mhm,
that's what they said COVID it
mhm.
was. But then again, that kind of sounds like your body was requiring
Withdraw.
it.
I think I
Yeah,
was
it was a
withdrawing
withdrawal. Yeah.
because way later I talked to another guy that got off and then I was explaining to him what happened. He's like, opiates. He's like, bro,
Yeah.
it's the same shit. He was like, you're going through withdrawals. And I was explaining to him, I'm like, bro, I was like sweating all day, bro.
Right.
I'm like, I must have slept for like 18 hours a day, bro. Woke up just because my wife was like, yo, you gotta eat. I'm like, and I would be like shivering, bro, like under my
And would your
blanket, bro.
wife
Just
think
like,
through all this? Like you have COVID or
she thought
something?
I had COVID, bro. I thought I had COVID, bro. That's why she was helping me, I think, bro.
Yeah.
And because she didn't know what was going on. And then finally, cuando se me pasó, and then I guess I was just completely clean, like I didn't have anything, like nothing. I remember thinking like I finally got better. And I remember thinking to myself like, yo, I'm gonna have to tell her, bro, like, cause I'm gonna end up doing it again, bro.
Yeah.
So I ended up telling her a little bit after. I was like, yo, I'm like, yo, I need your help, bro. I'm like, this is the first time I've ever asked anybody for help like that. I'm like, yo, I need your help. She's like, for what? I'm like, yo, when you asked me that if I was doing something, I'm like, I was, bro. I'm like, I was doing this, whatever. And then my routine had become I would wake up, I would have a beer from the fridge, take it to the shower, drink it in the shower, get ready, brush teeth, whatever. No, 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 I'm wrong. I would wake up early. You know that feeling of like your bed, like how warm it feels, like
Yeah.
you don't want to get up,
Yeah.
bro. This feeling was stronger than that. Like that feeling, I felt it, but as soon as I got consciousness, bro, I'd be like, bump. Like I gotta go get that bump. So I
Mm.
would go straight to the bathroom, bro. Bump time, drink my beer. Bump to go,
Yeah.
and then beer to kind of like level out,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then go to work.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro, go to work, take the to fucking to work, you could
Yeah. Yeah.
say.
To get through the day.
Then to once you're going down, you take the to go back
Yeah.
up,
Okay. Okay.
and you go back home, you smoke some weed, pass out, then do the same thing. So the whole day, bro, it was just like,
Wow.
but I felt mad productive, bro. I felt mad productive. So then finally I told her, I was like, yo, like there's no way you didn't notice, bro. Like no mames,
Like, there's no way
yeah,
you
there's no way
know.
you didn't notice, bro.
Oh, los cinco
Yeah,
chueco and
yeah.
shit. Like, yo, there's no
Yeah,
way you
bro.
didn't
Like
know.
what the fuck, bro? And then she was like, no, yeah. She's like, yeah, that's she's like, what the fuck, like what?
So she noticed.
Yeah. She was like, bro. She's like,
She noticed something.
Mm-hmm. So she told me whatever. And I'm like, all right, this is what I want to do. I'm like, I really want to stop. I'm like, but I noticed that every time I stopped before, it was like the maña shit, like because I always had a goal, like okay, and
So it could hit me harder.
yeah, so it could hit me harder, or like it was always like a time period, like this amount.
Or
Of
let's
time,
say
this
you
amount
got
of
a burst of motivation for whatever reason.
yeah, and there was always like once like I know I can complete this goal. It was to complete a goal.
Okay, okay.
So now
A
this
sense
time,
of achievement.
yeah, and I was always like measuring it. Like I got 365 days, or you know what I mean, like 188 days. Like 102.
Yeah.
Like always counting days.
So it seems like to me like, which seems like, what's the problem with a lot of people now with, funny enough, it has a lot of people with the phones, with the switching. What you were chasing obviously was a high and dopamine, like that burst of like joy, of like motivation, of like, whatever. A lot of people have that. And it's very, like, even scientists now have like compared it with like scrolling, because like you get that instant high of like, funny video, or like, oh, like a naked chick, half naked chick, or like whatever. So that's what it kind of seems like to me. Like you were kind of over and over chasing that like
Yeah,
high.
yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly that, bro. Exactly that. And
So
but
your wife notices, and then how does she react when you when?
so I told her, I was like, I kind of like analyzed myself for like a little while, and then I was like, yo, listen, I'm like, I actually want to stop. I'm like, but I'm like, this is what I need from you. I'm like, I know exactly how. Como te digo? Like, you know your own mañas, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, so what I need from you, I'm like, is not no judgment. I'm like, don't even tell me. I'm like, if I ever say like, yo, I want to drink or I want to smoke, or even if I say something like, yo, I want to do, I'm like, just tell me, be like, go do it. You know, I'm like, because if you say something like, don't do it or like get mad or show any signs of that, I'm like, whatever it is inside of me, bro, is gonna be like, oh, you're trying to tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm like,
Okay.
so just don't give me an excuse. I'm like, at least for the beginning time. And yeah, bro, I remember the first couple of weeks, bro, I was mad cranky, bro, mad irritated. I was like, yo, I just want to drink, bro. Going to work sucked ass, bro. Like I remember I would be only good for like 3 hours, and then I'd be like, yo, I'm mad tired, bro. Like I remember telling people like, yo, let's just go back home, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, bro, because I felt like I couldn't function, bro. And they were like, like, what's wrong? I'm like, well, I'm sober, bro. That's the
Ah.
problem, bro. Like. And I'll be like, yo, I can't. Whatever. All of that shit, bro. And for the first few weeks was very bad, bro. Very, very bad. Sorry, I got distracted again.
Yeah, like when you were coming, like you were getting off of it, or at least trying to get off of it. You would even shoot work away just to like, cause you weren't
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feeling it or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But what I started to do is I started to look at like try to get as much information as I could about that, like to try to get all the help that I could with like stuff to actually help me.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like and actually wanting to. Because there's a lot of people now, bro, that ask me. There was this one guy that called me about a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe. He called me. It was a client, like just not even anybody that I really know, like not a family member.
Okay.
He called me, not even a friend like that, but he called me. He's like, hey man. He's like, how's it going, Angel? I'm like, good, good. He's like, listen, bro. And then I hear him kind of like crying. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's like, bro, he's like, he's like, bro, I want to stop drinking, man. I'm fucking up my family, bro. He's like, I'm pushing my wife away. I'm gonna lose my kids. And then he's like, how'd you do it, man? How'd you do it? And I'm like, you know what's mad crazy about that? How can you not drink? Common sense question. How can you stop me from how do you stop drinking?
I don't know. Uh, you don't buy it or
You
something?
just don't drink it, bro. You know what I mean? Like you
Okay.
just don't drink it, bro. So it's like saying, how did you let your beard grow? You just stop shaving, bro. You know
Oh,
what I
okay,
mean?
okay. I get what you mean. Like it seems so simple.
Yeah, it's very simple
Oh,
when you
okay.
really think about it. I'm like, the problem is not the drinking, bro. I'm like, because it's not the problem, is not the drinking. You could just be like, no,
Right.
not drinking. That's it's easiest. I didn't have to run through a fucking marathon
Right,
to
right. So the
like
actual action
the
of it is
actual
not
action
that.
is very easy. I'm like, so that's not the problem. I'm like, so what is the problem? And that's why I was saying I didn't want to get too Jesus-y, but like the you could say the metaphor, just to whatever. Metaphor you could say is like if you say there's like a little demon, right? Let's just say because these ideas of like I need a drink. If you know that you don't want to drink, right? Because you're like, yo, I'm fucking up my family, I'm fucking up this. I know I don't want to drink. I don't want to fuck up my family. I don't want to lose my kids. I don't want to do this. But for some reason, you're like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, imagine if there is a little demon, let's just say, or a big demon, whatever size you prefer.
Yeah.
Size matters or doesn't. I don't know. It's up to you. Golosos. No. And so whatever.
So let's touch base on that. Like, do actually make it religious. You say it's Jesus, but it's religious. Like, it seems
Mhm.
like to me like you that helped you.
Yeah, I did. Because back to the alien shit, my wife told me because at one time I heard her mom praying. And then I'm like, bro, your mom prays, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, that's so corny.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, she really believes in Jesus? And she's like, yeah,
She's like,
why?
motherfucker, you believe in aliens?
That's exactly what she said, bro.
Yo.
That's exactly what she said. She's like, bro, you believe in aliens and you've never seen one. And then I was
Yo.
like, "Deadass."
Damn, she kind of got you there.
Yeah, bro. And then I was like, yo, you're right, bro. And that one thing, bro, that I like, that's when I started thinking about like, oh shit, what if Jesus is like,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
real or whatever. And whatever, getting into religion, like you said, Jesus-y. I said Jesus-y. that I started to think about it like that. I was like, bro, what if there is a demon that's like legit, like preying upon people, bro, and he sees like, I don't
That's
want to say
literally how it works.
I don't want to see like I don't want to say like weak person, but like let's just say a weak person for what?
Yeah,
Let's say a
bro.
weak
Say it
person.
how it is. It's You're weak, and you're not weak by like
You're vulnerable.
yeah, you're vulnerable. You're weak by the situation that you kind of put yourself in. But like now, it's like the
Yeah,
repetitive.
yeah,
But you're
you
weak.
could,
Yeah.
yeah. And so what I explained to him was that like imagine there's a little demon there that is telling you like, yo, come on, do this, because then he started to say like, bro, I feel like my family would be better off without me, like fuck it, whatever. I'm
Mm.
like, now imagine, I'm like, let's just say I'm the demon, right? And I'm talking to you. I'm like, what would it take for me to get you? I'm like, let's just say this demon is a little horny demon and he's trying to,
Yeah.
I'm like, what would it take for me to do that? You got a wife, bro. So how do I get rid of them? Yo, they're gonna be better off without you. You know what I mean? Like I gotta put these thoughts in your head of like, yo, like your family, look, your kid, your kid's probably gonna be better off without you, bro. Like, yo, your wife, bro, she's gonna be better off without you, bro. Just continue, bro. Come on, come with me. Like come with me, come with me. I'm like, and then the more, like the weaker you are, bro, the more the demon is getting like, like, yeah, bro, I'm so close to,
Yeah.
so close. And
I really think it's a demon. I don't think it's like I really believe in that.
uh, I don't want to say that just because I feel like people think that. I don't know. I feel like there's some people that think that.
Well, yeah. I mean, to each
You
their
know,
own.
you
I
know.
just really feel like like what you're saying is that like, bro, that the
I don't
reason.
want to lose like what do you call it, like I don't want to lose people by them thinking that I'm not thinking logically.
Right. No, I mean everybody's entitled to their opinion. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about me personally. Like me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I do believe that like that demon does exist. Like in every
Mm-hmm.
like whether it's lust, whether it's an addiction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lust can be an addiction.
Yeah,
Whether
yeah,
it's alcoholism, substance abuse. Like, bro, you kind of described it perfectly. Like
mm-hmm.
you're like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
little voice is telling you like, yo, they'll be fine. You'll be alright. Like one drink is not gonna kill
Yeah,
you.
because then I'm like, bro, why would okay if you where's that voice coming from, bro? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why would you yourself be like, I love my family, but at the same time be like, they'll be better off without me, bro? Like, like you gotta also think like, bro, there's no way your own mind is contradicting itself, bro. So that's why that's the way that I thought about it later on, like with the to quit drinking. I was like, bro, it's not me. I'm like, maybe it's not me, and not to take the blame away, but I was like, maybe those thoughts are not me, and like I shouldn't like pay attention to that shit, like you hear it, and I'm like, ah, it's you again, like get away, like
Yeah.
that you could kind of start to recognize like that voice,
Yeah.
like
You
ah,
start
it's you
battling
again,
that. Okay.
yeah, and then you just stop paying attention, you're just like, ah, it's you, it's you again, bro, because there was this one time too that I was trying to. I remember we went to Mexico. I was able to get the advance parole.
Yeah.
Went to Mexico, and my family over there was like, "Yo, you want a drink?" And I was like, "Bro, when do I come to Mexico?" Like, and they don't
Man.
know about any of this shit. I'm like, I'm
The
like,
demon hits you right in your weakest point,
yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. And then I'm like, yes. I'm like, fuck it, I'll probably do it. I'll probably do it. I told my wife, I'm like, yo, you think I should drink? Until that day, every time, bro, she's always like, do whatever you want, bro. I'm like, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna drink.
Yo,
you
that's
know,
crazy. That she kind of like
hmm
you tricked her into like psychologically messing with you.
with me, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
because I
like
know like my mañas, you know what I mean?
she's like, you're gonna do it anyways. Might as well like give
Yeah,
you
yeah,
your way.
do whatever, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then you're like, oh, no, I don't
Yeah,
want
I'm
to be a
like,
dick
nah, I'm
now.
not gonna do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. So then that helped, bro. Recently, right now, my wedding, bro.
Which
Um,
congrats, bro.
thank
Congrats on your
thank you, bro.
marriage.
And the wedding too, bro. We were like, I thought about it too. I was like, yo, I should drink. Maybe I should. Maybe at least just a toast, like, or maybe just one night of getting
You
fucked up.
recently got married, right?
Yeah, like in October.
Oh, so a couple months ago.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And not even a couple, like 1 month,
One
two
month
months
ago.
ago.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
congratulations,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Thank you.
So
Thank
the,
you.
up until that time, you're 5 years sober.
Yeah, yeah. Now I stopped drinking on the first one's birthday, which was on August 15th in like 2020, bro.
Oh damn, yeah. So now you're going into your wow, that's
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
6. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so like okay, so okay, so you're getting married. So how's that thought process going? Like, oh, I want to drink now.
Yeah, bro, because everybody drinks, bro. And I was like, yo, I want to drink, But it's been a long time, bro. Like I've gone to parties with other people. I've gone to baptism, like friends parties. And
Yeah.
normally like right now I'm calm, But I do get ghetto, bro. And,
I think we all do. It's New York, bro. We're New Yorkers.
Yeah. And like, bro, I could just party however, bro. Like, I don't need to be drunk. Like, there's people that sometimes, like, I've gone to parties, I'll be jumping around, bro, dancing, whatever, bro.
Yeah, you're living life.
And people, I remember my mother-in-law, bro. I remember
Ooh, la suegra.
we went to a party and we took her. And I remember I was dancing. I was, like,
What the fuck? Yes,
no, and then we were driving home. We were driving them home. I was driving her home. And then she's like, Angel, you know, like, you're okay to drive? I'm like, well, I'm tired, bro. She's like, yo, you don't want to better call like an Uber? Then I'm like, nah, I'm not paying for a fucking Uber for Jersey, bro. I'm like, hell no, bro. And then my wife hears it and she's like, you know, he didn't drink, right? And she's like, ¿qué? And then I'm like, no, I didn't drink, bro. She's like,
nah, you're something desmadre sin.
Yeah. I'm like, no. I'm like, I remember how to do this, do all this shit. I'm like, but nah, I didn't drink.
Wow, that's kind of sick though. That's like that must have been like a rewarding feeling. Like, damn, they really thought I was like, I'm just living life, but they think I'm drunk. But that's cool.
Yeah, bro, and it's happened a couple of times, bro. Where like again for my wedding.
That's so crazy because he looks so calm right now.
Yeah, bro. Nah, for my wedding, bro. We were taking pictures and I grabbed one of my friend's son, as a baby.
Yeah.
So I'm holding the baby and I hear his wife whispering like, "Is he good? Is he good?"
Oh shit!
And I'm like,
like, fuck you, bitch. I'm good. What you
nah.
I'm sober, bro.
But I heard it and I was just I mean, like, it's understandable too, bro.
Yeah.
I would also think he's drunk, bro.
Yeah. But you're just living life now. You're
yeah, bro. But back to this guy that called. We had this long conversation, bro. I spoke to him for maybe like 3 hours, bro, that night. And at the end, after like working, like literally listening to everything he was telling me, and he was saying that like, explaining his you see how I told you about me, like the beer, the bump, the whatever, like the routine. Yeah. He was telling me that that he would buy a 6-pack, put it in the baby stroller outside, so that in the morning when he went to work, like or like when he got home, if there was no beers or in the middle of the night he wanted a beer, he didn't have to go all the way outside to the store. He would just go outside. So then I'm like, and I told him, I'm like, bro, and you don't think she knows? And then he was like, oh.
Cada quien tiene su maña, no?
Yeah, but then I'm like, that the beer like smells, bro. Like, there's no fucking way, bro. She didn't know, bro.
Damn, and that sucks when you hide some shit like that from your partner.
Yeah, but in reality, you're not hiding it from anybody, bro.
Yeah, I mean, in your mind, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I told him, I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're an adult. I'm like, you got to think, like, you're an adult, bro. I'm like, so what makes you think that, like, why would you even want to hide it, bro? Like me right now, at this point in my life right now, whatever I do, bro, I feel like I don't have to hide it from my wife because I'm a fucking grown man. You know what I mean?
I also feel like I'm gonna give your I mean, I don't know her, right, but I'm gonna give your wife the props here because I feel like it also takes the right partner to like
to put up with that shit.
Yeah, well, one, to put up with it, and then in whatever way they can help you, because let's be real, some people, even if you can't help someone, what I said before, you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped, right?
Yeah, no.
So I mean, like, if your wife, like, let's be completely real and blunt, right? Mm-hmm. When that moment you told your wife, like, yo, I'm doing so and so behind your back, I feel like there's a lot of women that could have been like, yo, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
I'm out. Like, I can't deal with this shit. Like, what? Like, even if whether you had kids already, you didn't have kids. I feel like, and then for a woman to stick around and be like, we're getting through this shit together. Like, you're not alone.
Yeah.
I'm guessing she said maybe something like that.
It was crazy, bro, because it was almost like as if she understood what exactly I wanted to say. Like where I was just like, literally, I just said, yo, listen to the exact words that I'm gonna say, bro. I'm like, this is what I want you to do. This is it. Like, just don't even do this. Like, straight up like directions, bro, and to a T, bro. Like the same thing again. Talking to the guy, whatever, wedding. The last thing I think I asked her too, I was like, well, what do you think I should, like at the wedding too, I was like, yo, you think we should drink? And she's the same thing, bro. She's like, do whatever you want, bro.
Does she drink?
No, she doesn't drink either. Okay. But she's never really drank, bro. So
I mean, but that helps a lot.
Yeah, that helps. Like, but yeah, bro. Like all of that shit, bro. And from helping, no, I don't want to say helping, bro. I don't want to feel like, whatever. But let's just say from helping.
I think you would. I think look, what I've heard a lot from you lately is that you don't give yourself the credit. Like, I feel like you don't
the credit.
like, real shit, because Somebody DM me today in the morning. I hate when I go on these little stories because when I edit my videos, I feel like I talk too much. But,
Me too.
Yeah, when I went, somebody DM me, right, and then one of my friends, and she told me, she was like, "When are you gonna be on a pod? Like, when am I gonna be in that seat, right? When are they gonna interview me?" And I've gotten asked before, like for other podcasts, and not that I don't want to do them, but it's just like I told her like straight up, I was like, I don't think I'm there yet. Like, I don't think people want to know my story yet. Like, I don't think like me myself, I don't think I'm there yet to like whatever, right? Like, not that I don't think much of me, but I just like I want to like be better or have more following. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, right? But she texted me back. She's like, "What do you mean? Like, bro, anybody would want to hear your story, right?" And then that like fucking click like, fuck, like I don't really validate like how good I am. Like I don't really believe in myself. Maybe as
It's
as
not.
I
It's not necessarily
should.
believing yourself. It's just like well, for me, I think is like especially coming here, bro. Like there's always that last minute of like, hey, bro, I got sick. I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
make it.
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but no, I wasn't thinking that. But I was like, but what am I going for? And I'm like, no, I know what I'm going for. I'm like, because I feel like this is like, I even wrote it on the thing. I was like, that just because that one guy wasn't the only person that has asked. There's been a lot of people that always ask like, yo, how'd you do it? 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 And I feel like there's people that I feel like maybe there's not that. Maybe you'll see somebody on TV or like a fucking famous person,
I
and
get what you're getting at. Yeah,
that'll be like, oh, that's a sober person, like I'm a fucking but they're famous, So you'll be like, only these people can get sober, not me,
but when it hits close to
Right, but
home,
I'm just like a regular ass Mexican, like,
yeah,
you know,
same.
yeah, and it's like, bro, I don't have to, like, I don't feel any different of a person, I might
Right.
feel like I do feel like I suppress certain like impulses, but I don't think that's a bad thing either, bro. Like I feel like more I try to be more measured with like things that I do, things that I say. Um yeah, bro, that like I, I think that everybody could do it. I think that there's not everybody has a problem, there are people that that just like to party, bro. Like they could party, it's not really gonna affect them.
Whether they drink or not.
Whether they drink or not. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Listen, bro, I think like I'm telling you, like everything you tell me, bro, this is a really fucking good podcast. I'm gonna tell you right now, like this is really fucking good because we haven't hit that. We haven't like this is. I'm just starting off, but I feel like okay, and I'm gonna go a little ahead, right? I'm gonna go a little crazy, right? Like what you said, too Jesus-y, but I'm a big believer in like God.
Me too, but I just don't want to.
Not me, but why don't you? Like, I feel like really like you. Maybe because of the crowd and like you have other people that like maybe believe in it. I completely get it. But me and personally, the way I see it.
Also, sorry, that's
No,
question.
no, go for it.
Also, I don't want to seem like because it's like a new thing, like that romantic period of like, I mean, I was always Catholic, whatever, bro. But like, I don't want to say I just started again, but it was not that long ago that I heard my mother-in-law praying on the phone where my wife was like, bro, you believed in aliens. How you don't believe? Like
Yeah.
literally that's what changed. That I was like, wait, because I used to think that I was too smart for Jesus, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And then I'm like, wait, you start seeing and you're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
like you don't know everything,
And you
bro.
get
So
older, you get a little more wiser.
yeah,
Shit happens.
or it's like, what do I really have to lose by believing? You know what I mean? Like what am I?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
become a better person.
Yeah, look. So the way
Yeah.
I see it, bro, the way I see you and this whole conversation of like an hour plus that we're like, bro, it's been great. I feel like what I get from you is, and what I feel like, I've, I'll simplify a little bit. What I've been thinking lately, and the reason why I kind of like doing this podcast stuff
Mm-hmm.
too, even though like this started as a kind of like your thing, like a coincidence. I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
buy like not for a podcast, and then it turned into this, right?
He's like for casting couch.
No, I was gonna no, I was gonna do like because I DJ, so I was gonna use this for DJing. But it turns out people wanted to like. I got a couple messages like, "Oh, do a podcast." Whatever. Boom, just a mistake, right? Or not a mistake, an accident, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I have like a bunch of people that are willing to tell their stories,
Mm-hmm.
right? I always say, and I am a strong believer, you are here put on this earth by God
Mm-hmm.
for a specific reason. I feel like my reason is to be like maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. What I think is that I'm here to give an outlet to other people and for me to preach that people are enough and then you can get to your goals even though I'm not even there yet myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the grind, but I feel like you can get to whatever goal is crazy, like as crazy
Mm-hmm.
as it may seem. I feel like you're put on this earth on this earth to reach that goal and also to have people use me as an outlet. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let's be real. You don't know who's gonna listen to this, and then be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Man, if he did it, like, I'm gonna do it too." You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like your purpose on this earth, whether maybe tattooing is like the delivery system. You know, and I think like your purpose on this
Mm-hmm.
earth is like to help others with what you struggled and
Mm-hmm.
overcame.
Yeah.
You know, because clearly you said people messaged you and you told this guy, and
Yeah.
hopefully this
And
guy, got better.
and yeah, and what's it called? Right. And I never did anything like talking crazy about it or got into
Yeah.
depth about it. It was just like Instagram posts, like stories, like, oh, like today's, in the beginning I was like, all right, today I'm gonna stop drinking. I think I posted that, like, I'm gonna stop, go sober, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for the first like year I was just like here and there posting like, oh, sober, whatever, sober, whatever.
How's the support, family wise, friends wise? Was it more like support or more like in the area
Um
we're in? Like, I said, wait, no, what? No, it's he's talking.
well
He's just talking.
well
You felt like you had more support, or you felt like
I because after I got like when like we went to New Jersey and stuff like that, we moved to Jersey. um I feel like ever since me and her got like past that whole COVID thing, um I started to kind of more rely on her as a family. Obviously I have my brother, my sister, what I
of
mean, my
course I
mom,
get
my
what you
dad,
mean.
so, but I started relying more on her as like a primary family member.
Which in reality, that's how it is.
Yeah, because
That's your immediate family, what they
yeah,
call it.
yeah, yeah, and because I felt like that's the one that's gonna do what's best for
Of course,
do
yeah.
what's best for us, because what's best for me is probably best for her, and what's best for her is probably best for us.
For and best for the whole
Best for the kids.
family. Yeah.
So then I'm like, maybe it's as easy as a transactional thing where like what affects you is gonna affect me. So I want you to be good because it's gonna affect me. You people might say like, oh, like marriage is all about love and whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
But it is, but also at the same time, it is some sort of transactional thing where like de que me sirve si you broke your leg, you know what I mean? Like now what you're gonna do, who's gonna go to
Yeah.
work, who's gonna, you know what I mean? The same thing the other way around. De que me sirve if you don't, you don't do, X, whatever,
Yeah.
I feel like,
So what I think you're trying to say is that you have to be there for each other.
you have to be there for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be there for each other. And I felt like she caught that. Like she caught that idea like right away. I don't know if it's because she grew up in another country. So it's funny because she was backwards. She was born here and they took her back to her country
Mm.
when she was about like 5 months old.
Where she
She's from El Salvador.
that's okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
So that's just crazy, bro, because mine it was backwards.
Yeah.
And
There you go, opposites attract.
yeah, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. And it's funny because sometimes like she'll say something like yo, eres bien mal educado, bro, or like shit like that.
And you're like,
And
what? This is
yeah, and
already
I'm
like
like, what the fuck? And
yeah.
then she starts to notice like, oh, people here are like not like that. Not like people over there. And so what I like about her is that she's very like, I want to say like old school, you know what I mean? Like old school. It
Yeah.
reminds me of like maybe how I saw my family a long time ago,
Yeah.
to where like she's not afraid to like put her trust in like me, I want to say, you know what I
Right.
mean? To where like I've had girlfriends that have been like, oh, like fuck you, like like I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Or like disrespectful or like stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And I'm not trying to say like, yo, soy el hombre, bro. But
Yeah.
but it's also like I don't feel like I'm gonna do the same thing either, bro. Like I'm not about to go and be like disrespect. Like I feel like
Yeah.
she kind of como que capta like how do you put it? Like if you're in a group, if you're in a, even let's just say work, let's just say if it's a group of 5, bro, somebody has to be the leader. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If nobody's the leader, you're not going anywhere, bro.
Right.
So I felt like she understood right away, like, okay, somebody has to be the leader, either you or me. And then so then I'm like, well, if you're gonna be a leader, bro, whatever consequence that happens, bro, it's your fault, bro.
Yeah.
So I feel like at the same time, whatever. So I feel like, like I said, it helps.
You guys balance each other out.
Balance each other, bro. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. And how does bro? That's first of all, that's crazy, crazy. Like how this conversation, like how whole went down. It's really
Bro,
crazy
nothing to do with tattoos, bro.
No, but look, like in reality, like this is what I love about the podcast and how like I'm not stuck to like we have to talk about the entrepreneur stuff or we have to, like I'm here to listen to your story and like what I told you before, like listen, I have some type of like structure, but we're gonna go with the flow and whatever I see you passionate about. It seems like you're very passionate about this, like overcoming this.
Yeah, bro, because I feel like it fucks up a lot of people, bro. Like I started to notice it with a lot of younger people. That like let's just say I know or I've seen. And I see them and then I'm like, crap, like they're going into the same thing that I went into. And then I'm like, damn, bro, like I don't want to offend and say something like, yo, you're, like don't do that, you know what I mean? Because people are gonna do whatever they
and they're
want.
young, so
Right. But at the same time, I'm like, what if they're also going through that exact same thing of like, I can't talk to my mom, I can't talk to this person, nobody knows what I'm going through, like whatever. Like anybody that gets sober, that's just for those people, not for me, or like I don't have trouble, like my my luck is bad because God hates me, bro. But it's like you could do things to fix it, bro. Like
right. No
so
accountability.
Not no accountability, but maybe just like no accountability.
Yeah, no accountability. I say how it is.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, like that, like to try to tell people, bro, that there's how do you put it?
It sucks that we're in that place, huh? Where like you can't even reach out even to like family, friends to like be like, yo, like from personal experience, this,
Yeah, like
take care of yourself.
Yeah, like with my brother, because with my sister, she's well, it's me, my sister, my brother. My sister, I still feel like how do you put it? Like more of an equal to, you can say, with my sister because we're both technically older siblings.
Right.
And with the younger one, that's the one that I don't stay quiet about, because I'm like, I actually should tell you something, bro.
Yeah. I mean, because that's kind of your role too.
Yeah. Like, yo, do this.
How old is your younger brother?
Now he's 18, 19. He's 19.
Oh, damn, so he's young. Okay.
So gotta tell him, yo, do this. Yo, my mom doesn't tell you what to do, bro. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Do this.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he sees. I always try to say, like, bro, make sure you look at the mud that I just stepped on, so you don't step on the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. And one thing that I seen about him is I've never seen him drink. I've never seen him like smoke or anything like that. And sometimes I'll be telling him like, yo, you don't be. And I'm like, and like sometimes the thing that I think I don't know, I could be wrong, but the thing that I think that maybe affected him too, like with that, is because during the COVID time when we first started opening and they didn't have school still, I would take him to the shop, bro. I'd be like, yo, you're not just gonna stay home, I'm like, come to the shop, bro. At least help me out with something. Ponte a hacer algo. And he would come to the shop, bro, and I would tell people about like what literally I just went through of like withdrawal and like, bro, I was doing this and doing that. And like I think he heard it so many times, bro, that he's probably like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that shit. Yeah, bro.
Which is good.
It's just good, bro. Cause yeah, bro, this guy, I've never seen him drink, bro. Like never, bro. Like not even.
Do you do anything to besides this and like tell anyone like a 1-on-1? Do you do anything like to advocate for like substance abuse and like alcoholism?
No, bro, because I really didn't think it was anything of substance, bro. Like to really, I was like, it's just me. It's just what I do. It's just what I go through.
We're good.
And it's just whatever, just my shit, whatever, my life. It wasn't up until, like I said, this one guy that called me crying, bro, basically, like saying like, yo, whatever. At the end of the call, he said something like, bro, like I think you just literally saved my life, bro. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, bro. He's like, si tuviera una pistola, me hubiera yo matado hoy. Then I was like, like that's crazy, bro.
That's deep.
Like that's a little, what the fuck? Like I could have said the wrong thing, bro, and you killed yourself, bro. You know what I mean? Or I could have.
But you see what I'm telling you? Like this is like you're here for a reason. You get what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, bro. Because I remember that day he called me and then I was tattooing, bro. I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm like, hold up. I'm like, let me call you back in 30 minutes exactly. I'm like, I'm gonna send you this video to watch. I'm like, and it's 30 something minutes. I'm like, so watch it and I'll call you at the end of the video. Bro, he watched the video. I called him maybe like 45 minutes after, bro. And then I called him because I was done, deal with customer or whatever.
Yeah.
Finished. He goes, yo, bro. He goes, I thought you weren't gonna call me back, bro. And then I was like, no, why would I? Why would I tell you I'm gonna call you back and I'm not gonna call you back, bro? And then he's like, oh, okay. Kept talking, kept talking. At the end, he was like, yo, bro, no lie. He's like, you're not even my family. You're not. He's like, you ain't shit to me, bro. He's like, and you still heard me for hours and hours and hours.
You just saved
And
my
then,
life.
yeah, and some shit like that, bro. He was like, yo, he's like, yeah, you just saved my life, bro. He's like, like, bro, I swear I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Then I thought about it. And I was like, yo, like, ¿qué me costó? Like, it didn't cost me anything, bro, to fucking listen to him, bro, Or to
Right.
tell him, like, yo, this is my point of view. Maybe this point of view will help you. Like I said about the little demon guy, Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, put it that way, bro. If you need an enemy, bro, don't make yourself the enemy. Make the fucking, this little demon that's trying to
Yeah.
fuck with you, bro. Like, is that thing that's fucking with you. It's not you, like, you're valuable, Don't be like, well, my family will be better without me, bro.
I see. Okay.
Because it's not true, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Chances are your family's gonna be worse off without you, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. A lot. Yeah.
a lot worse. Like
I always said, like, whenever I have someone close to me that like did that, like took their life, and I've always said that you don't remove that pain or that like whatever it is you have, you don't remove it, you just transfer it. Like like if you're my brother and I off myself and I'm just passing on the pain to you, you know what I mean? So like whatever it
Right.
is that you told him help, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Clearly.
Yeah. Recently he commented on one of my pictures. I was like,
Hey,
he's
listen,
good.
man. Like, shout out to that person and shout out to you, bro. Because it's to go from that spiral, which you don't even notice it like that spiral of like life to like having your own shop, like like your second shop, close
Yeah,
one
yeah,
down,
yeah,
open
yeah,
one, another one. Getting married to this amazing person that's helping you out with your, having
It's
kids.
trying to like I have this vision of like I want to say like not what a I don't want to say with like a perfect or anything, but I have this vision of like of what I think a family should be, or like a not just like a family, but like again back to identity and all that. Like I don't want to say like other things, but let's say Mexicans
Right.
and from my point of view, Mexican family, right? I feel like we don't know that we're Mexican, we're American, we're this, we're that, whatever. We're all mixture. That sometimes we're like, oh, our tradition is this, but that's too paisa for me. Like that's too paisa. Like I'm not gonna follow that. I'm gonna follow this. Um, oh, like this person has I don't know, bro, but like you try to like sometimes you don't want to fall too much into the paisa thing, that you're like, let me become some fucking crazy shit or like
Mm-hmm.
uh my fault. Hold up.
So what I think you're trying to say is like you just starting to think different than like what your tradition to.
Um,
Cause I thought of that too. I'm not gonna get too deep into this, but like I thought of that in certain like beliefs that my family had, which I was never explained to. Where I
mhm,
was like, I believe in Jesus, but I don't know why I'm gonna believe in this and this and this. It
mhm,
wasn't explained to me, so I
mhm,
just believe it by tradition,
mhm,
So, but me, I'm like, no, I kind of just want to believe in Jesus, Like I respect
mhm,
what you believe in, but
mhm,
I'm just like, like I'm gonna do
mhm,
my thing, and what
mhm.
my beliefs are. I'm gonna respect yours, and
Yeah,
you respect mine,
yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
thing.
Right. I think I put it into words. I think what I was trying to say was that I have like this idea of like where if I was in charge of like the direction where we should take the culture as a whole, would be to that, to like obviously, like there's like so many aspects of it.
Yeah.
Like you could say obviously to try to stay, like as a family,
Mm-hmm.
spend time, try to adjust to like, to the world you're living in, like of course you're Mexican, but you're living in this country, where
Yeah.
you do have to follow certain rules, you do whatever here, whatever.
Yeah.
If somebody says like, you're mad paisa, bro, that's not a bad thing. If a Mexican person says, this pinche, not to talk about like other people, but like los judíos, you see how they're like, I grew up in
Yeah.
Borough
They're so.
Park.
Yeah. They even have their own beliefs.
I grew up in Borough
Yeah.
Park, bro, and I always saw those people like just always they buy from their own stores. Like they have their like it's just them. It's just them. It's
Yeah,
just them.
yeah.
It's just
They
them.
take care of
They
themselves.
take care of themselves. When have you seen a homeless person, like a homeless Jew? I've never really seen a homeless Jewish person. um you know Stuff like that, bro. Like they have each other's numbers. Like I don't know if you're familiar with the area, but I've seen a time where like somebody did something to one Jewish guy, and bro, they caught him. Like another
Yeah,
Jewish
the
person,
hot
like
solar or whatever
no,
it
no,
is.
no, like a
Oh, just
neighbor,
a
like a
random.
neighbor just came out, bro, and just like fucking grabbed the person, bro. Where I was
Oh,
like, bro, that's crazy that you have like the people, or like you have some sort of
communication with like
communication, bro, with like
everybody.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes
Where I
sense.
think about it and I'm like,
Wish we were like that too, no?
we could be though. Like that's the thing. We could be. I feel like it's like a lot of hard work, I would say, but
Yeah, a
you would
lot.
need, again, like I said, in the
I feel like
situation.
what happens to us is like in our community, like there's a lot of hypocrisy and there's a lot of not everyone, right? But
Mm,
there's a lot of it where like even bro, it sucks because there's so much animosity to it, even between family. Like,
mm-hmm,
oh, you're doing good? No, I gotta do better than you. You know? Oh, you got a
mm-hmm,
fucking 2025 troca? Oh, now I gotta get the 2026 because
mm-hmm,
my shit's better. You know? Instead of being like,
mm-hmm.
yo, bro,
Like
congrats.
yeah, everybody wants to be like I said,
Like you want to be here?
the
Oh no, I'm
lead.
gonna be here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody wants to be the leader, but like, where are you leading us? Like
Yeah.
where are you trying to lead?
Yeah,
Where you
instead of
trying?
being like, "Yo, you got a 2025. Yo, how'd you do
That's
it,
good.
bro?"
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm,
congrats to you. How'd you do it? Like,
mm-hmm.
their way I could like,
But
and
then the
it's,
other person too. Sometimes it happens where it's like, mm, but I get the way you that, like not the way you
yeah.
that,
Well,
like there's.
hopefully it changes because you're right on that. Like we are in many ways very divided. We're very united in a lot of ways, but we're also very 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 divided in
I
a
feel like
lot.
we're divided in like the silliest ways, bro.
Yeah, low
Like
key.
the silliest ways, bro.
Holy cow,
Yeah,
yo,
bro.
this was like a really, really great conversation. Like, I mean, like you said, I mean, it didn't go really into the tattoo thing, but I think it wasn't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be completely honest
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
I think this was like I think this gives a lot more value to people.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, your tattoo, you're like, it's impressive what you did with the cards life handed to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's very impressive, and I hope a lot of people can take it from the video that it's like, it's not easy to quit. It's not easy to like,
It's not easy to maintain, bro. It's not that it's not easy to quit. To quit is easy, bro. Like I said, you know what
yeah.
I mean?
But even that's hard to people. Think about it.
I think the hardest part is to stop thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Cause
It's like a you versus you thing.
yeah, bro,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it's like every day. Like I said, bro, my wedding came up. How many people do you know that would even think about, should I drink on my wedding or not, bro? Of course you're
Yeah.
gonna drink, bro.
Yeah.
Comments,
Because it's not a problem.
because it's not a
Yeah,
problem.
okay.
Or if it is a problem, you just don't think it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But like that, like, bro, now I have to now I have to spend hours thinking about the consequences of, like, should I drink for my wedding? Should I not drink? Am I gonna really do, like, like
Yeah.
stuff like that, every day, with the kids. I There's 4 kids, bro. I could legit be like, you know what, fuck this, bro. I'm tired of doing good, bro. I'm out, bro. Fuck, like, realistically, you could
Yeah,
just be
you could
like, you know
just
what?
that devil can like take
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
over.
It could take over very easily, bro. You know what? I could just use this excuse to get drunk, be like, well, my family's better off without me now that I'm an alcoholic,
Yeah.
and fuck it, let me leave, whatever, whatever, whatever. But nah, bro, it's like an everyday thing where you're just like, all right, cool.
It's an
Keep
everyday battle.
keep your mind straight, 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 bro.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, bro. I
That's
love
about
it.
it.
I love the message you're portraying. We're doing it. We're gonna do a little segment that I shout out to ChatGPT, the personal.
Yo, facts.
No, yo, ChatGPT got some crazy
I got
ideas.
premium version, bro.
Oh, you got a premium version? I
Premium
gotta get it.
version.
I gotta get it. No, but it's kind of like an idea I had. But ChatGPT kind of give me like more of like what I think I want to do. It's a segment that I call. We're gonna start off, and we're gonna start with you. It's called Chido or Chafa. So I'm gonna give you like questions. And it's gonna tell me si están chidas or son chafas. All right, and then you don't have to like give a reason. You just gotta be like chido or chafa, okay? And now we'll get a little bit into that tattooing. Okay, tattooing someone on Christmas Eve.
Chido.
Chido. Okay, cool. Tattoo gift cards.
Chafa.
Chafa. So you would like rather someone just like.
It's all fake, bro. It's marketing, bro. I could just tell you, here's your 250 gift card that is worth 300, and then I'll charge you 50 extra.
Okay. Finger tattoos.
Chido.
Chido? You like doing? I heard it's harder.
Yeah, but fuck it.
You like? Okay. Walk-ins with no plans.
Oh, bro. Honestly, I love those, bro.
Yeah?
Chido, bro. Yeah.
Why you think like because you can like you create an idea?
Bro, nah, bro, because I've been having fun, bro.
You just
Be
like, "Bro, this is my
I'll be
time to shine."
no, no, not even that, bro. I've been having fun with the person, bro. I'll be like, so what do you want? Not, oh, I don't know. So you think I know? You know,
Yo, you be bugging.
some shit like that.
That's funny. Okay. Couples wanting matching tattoos.
Oh, Chido.
You like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cause either A, they created love, all is good, or B, they're each gonna come back individually for a cover up, and then they're gonna tell me the cheese man, and then I'm gonna be like, bro, you know what? Like depending, obviously, if they need real help, then I help. But if not, bro, I'll be like,
You're
yo,
like, yeah,
bro,
fuck that
yeah,
guy.
fuck that,
And then the other
fuck
guy
that.
goes, yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
I'll mean it, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. That's funny as fuck. Clients who think they can handle the pain but don't.
Bro, it's chafa.
Chava, yeah, you've had those before.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not that many, bro. It's like one or two, bro. And this one guy came into my head.
Are you into more like gray or color? What's your thing?
I used to I really like doing color tattoos, bro. But like when I first started, maybe I used to work people didn't want it, so instead I just started doing black and gray because that's what people pretty much wanted. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
That was basically it. And it
Mm.
was like I said, I started with a lot of my friends. The store that I worked, that's what most people wanted. So it was just kind of like, fuck it, I guess. Let me just
Okay, it's kind of like what life geared you towards.
yeah.
What's an advice you would give? I know we didn't touch base a lot of tattoo. We definitely need a part 2, bro. We definitely need like eventually down the line part 2. Like whenever maybe we wouldn't get. I thought this was
It's like when you relapse.
Yeah. Nah.
Yo, I'm gonna come back.
You're like,
Yo, saca el vino.
He's gonna try to smoke this shit. I talked to this about this idea with my boy. Shout out my boy Rob Amortinta. Where
Oh,
like
yeah.
I wanted to get a tattoo while we're doing a podcast. So like that'd be a dope
Yo,
idea.
I think you said that would be a double team, bro.
No, that would be a dope idea. But like I don't know.
Yeah, I know
I
Robert.
want to get
I
a
know
bigger
Robert.
tattoo eventually. I just gotta think about really
Bro,
what
do 2 and 2, bro.
Yo, imagine I was just like,
Nah,
Jesus.
yeah, bro. Yo, this
But-
weekend we pierced I did one side, my friend did the other side. This guy was getting his nipples pierced. The guy from Coney Island, Doña Cita, you should go there. Best tacos.
Oh yeah, I gotta try them out.
And then and he was getting tattooed here too.
Oh
bro.
shit.
So at the same time, bro, like
Ese way is masoquista. He like to
I,
pay.
I think so, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think so, bro. But
What's an advice you would give? Like I know we didn't touch base, but definitely part 2. Hopefully you're up for it later on. 2026. I'm pretty sure we can work something out. But what's the advice? I know we didn't touch much about the tattoo thing, but what's an advice you could give to like a young tattoo artist, or maybe someone wants to get like at your level where you own your own shop now?
so that's somebody literally wrote said that today in one of the comments. Like they were like tips to opening up your own studio or whatever. Realistically, bro, I think you should don't even think about it like as a tattooing, right? Think about it like as if anything, why would you open up your business, right? Are you selling like because a lot of tattoo artists are the product, you know what I mean?
Right.
But a lot of times they don't know shit about selling, bro. They don't know shit about
They don't know the
sales.
marketing.
They don't know they don't know shit. They don't know customer service, which is the most important part, bro.
Right.
I've seen a lot of people write like or like feel like they're entitled to like a customer, bro. Where I always see like every person that is giving me at least fucking $1, bro. It's like this person gave me their money, bro.
Yeah, I see that. I feel
So
you.
it's like you gotta tend to the people, bro. I've seen people open up businesses, open up tattoo shops, close them, open them, close them. Go work here, like
Yeah.
bounce around, bro. And a lot of times they don't do the actual work that you need to do, which is like again, the biggest thing is definitely customer service. So if you have good customer service, you have like a normal business, bro.
Yeah.
The customer service, the
You
product
gotta
has to
be
be
a
good.
business, not just an artist.
Right. You have to have your good product. If you have a shitty product, bro, you're selling shitty products.
Right.
You know what I mean? That can only get you so far.
Right, exactly.
Why do you want a storefront to sell shitty product? You can sell shitty product out of your van. You know what I mean? What is it? The last thing? The point of opening up a business, if you're depends what you're trying to do. Like a whole storefront with multiple artists, what are you trying to do for them? You want them to do for you, or you want to do for them? Realistically, if every artist has the opportunity to do shit for themselves, you're why do you want to open up a tattoo shop?
Yeah.
For what? You know, like
Yeah.
they're gonna come in for a little bit and then either open up their own shit or quit.
Right. Right.
So which leads to the other option, which is you have to do for them. So the way that I try to do, that I learned a little bit, later on. Like I've been doing this for since I was 24, bro. So now I'm I'm 34, and I used to what's it called? I used to have people that were working with me, that were older than me. Like all of them were older than me. So it was very hard to get comfortable with telling people what to do, you know?
Mm.
So it was more like, okay, like I guess I'll let you do,
Yeah.
let you do
Yeah.
what you want to do.
You don't know how to be a boss.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then later on, bro, now with this generation of tattoo people that I have, I got them, I want to say fresh, I got them fresh,
Right.
and so now they're they're new, and I see like I could fucking mold them into what I need them to be,
Right.
like
Right.
because in reality, what
And
am
by
I?
mold, you mean like help them out and like their marketing skills.
Yeah, but also like, okay, so now let's just say you're coming to work for me, right? Work for me, not really working for yourself, but work for whatever. All right, that's how people view it. We could do percentage or rent. The way that I like to do it is like I want to do what's best for you so that you can stay, right? Because the que me sirve is if like you here, then you quit, and the next guy's here, he quits.
Yeah, a quick turnaround.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Or
So it's like,
turnover, not
yeah,
turnover.
yeah. So that doesn't help. So what I want is for you to stay, right?
For you to
Okay.
grow.
Right. So now for you to stay, for you to grow, I have to help you, bro. You're coming here for a reason. It's not like a regular job because it's
Right.
not a job.
Right.
You're coming here to help for help. There's a lot of shop owners that don't want to help. They just want gimme, 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 gimme,
Mm.
gimme. So realistically, bro, that's not gonna work, bro. That's why shops close. That's why especially now, bro, everybody's getting really fucking good, bro. Like the competition is like so now that when you're saying like somebody starting new, bro, you have to be a people's person. So like you have to be a people's person, bro. Like you have to work on every other thing um harder because there's people literally like me that I'll take the time out of my bro. I'll take the time, bro, to wish a client happy birthday.
Right. Right.
I'll go to your fucking baby's party, bro. I'll
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
I'll do it, bro. Like
Treat them as family, not as
yeah, yeah, yeah,
numbers.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Treat them
Okay.
as families, not as numbers. Where I see other people like, "Ah, bro, it's slow. It was like, why? Why is it slow? Oh,
Because you're just
like,
like gimme, gimme,
yeah,
gimme,
yeah,
and that's it.
yeah, bro. Because you're just like, gimme, 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 gimme. I'm like, bro, did you wish your client to have, or like sometimes we'll follow the same person. I'll be like, yo, did you, like, let's just say we work together and I followed your client, because we're both friends. We're all cool, whatever. Follow your client. Yo, did you wish your client a happy birthday? Nah, I don't follow him. It's like, what the fuck? So how come I follow?
Yeah.
Like how you expect, like
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff like that. But all of that is time consuming, bro. And like, no, not a lot of people want to do stuff like that.
Yeah. It's a sacrifice you gotta do, but
Yeah, bro. Which is why I feel a little bit like I want to say confident that I won't lose my job for a while, bro. Because like the way that
Yeah. I mean, if you're helping somebody with their alcoholism, I feel like you're a people person. I would say.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, bro, I would say like care about people too, bro. So to open up your shop, I would recommend obviously have a good product, become good, get your skills up, invest in yourself, bro. Go to whatever, even if you think it's a stupid waste of time, bro. Go, seminar, go fucking pay to what. Go to a tattoo shop, bro. Be like, hey, bro, can I watch you tattoo somebody? Can I watch you tattoo somebody? What's the worst somebody can say? No. You could ask me, bro. Can you come? Can I come watch you tattoo? For a couple of days, bro. Sure, whatever. Why not? That's que no estorbes, güey. Stuff like that.
That's it.
Yeah, I get to say. That's enough. Stuff like that. What's it called? Make sure you know what you want out of it. Like what you want out of your store or your business. You can't just be like, well, I'm gonna open up a business and let's see where it goes.
Right. Okay. So have a plan.
Yeah, you have to have a plan, bro. Because without a plan, you're just fucking free
Yeah.
driving, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Willy nilly.
Yeah, yeah, bro. And a lot of times, bro, you just Don't know where the
You
fuck
got
you're
lost in
going,
the sauce.
bro. That you know, if you plan on taking on new people, bro, make sure that you guys are all on the same page. Have like the same goal. Like right now, not to share too much, but what I meant by molding them was I'm trying to get them all to have decent products, you know, to be comfortable with like the instability of tattooing, because you don't know when you
Your next client is coming.
yeah, you don't know, you know, or you don't know, but you know you can prepare for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's up to you to, like it's
Yeah.
it's all under your control. Um, to get them prepared and all the things that I know, make sure like, well, if you listen, you listen. When I talk to them, I feel like they understand that I'm not telling them because I want that. You know, like I tell them, like, bro, I'm doing this
Because it's gonna help you.
because it's gonna help you, bro. Like
Makes
there
sense.
was one kid that one time got high and came to the shop. Normal shops, bro, they don't give a shit. Bro. I've seen a lot of other shops, bro. Like I've worked before, you know, where people like, yeah, you get high, whatever, doesn't matter, bro. Like, yo, bro, you're gonna get high, bro. Just it's gonna cause an argument one day whenever a customer notices. I'm like, and if it reflects bad on me, I'm like, it's not gonna reflect on you, bro. You're just some guy, you know what I mean? I'm like, they're gonna say, oh, Angel Store is fucking.
Yeah, don't go to that shop.
Don't go to that shop.
Yeah.
You could just leave and go to the next shop. I'm like, but I'm gonna have to stay here, bro. You know?
Yeah. That
I'm
shop
like,
only hires like, you know.
So then I'm like, bro, if that's gonna be the case, and we're gonna end up arguing, you know, somewhere down the line, let's cut the somewhere down the line and let's just leave now. I'm like, so if you want to leave now, you could leave now. You know, no hard feelings, bro. I'll still be your friend. I'll recommend you to places where you know, like you could do that. Bro.
Right.
It's fine. Um, you know, and I'm explaining like it's not because I don't want you to have fun. You know, I'm like, it's because I want people to give you the same respect that they give me. You know?
And then like have a clean reputation.
Yeah. Cause yeah, bro. Cause I feel like it takes a lot of time, bro. I would personally like it's like barbers, bro. You know, you're not gonna go to any barber. Bro,
Yeah.
You know? You kind of have to vet them a little bit.
Yeah, low
like,
key. Yeah.
You know, like. You know,
and even when you try a new barber, like for whatever circumstance you can't go to your barber, you're like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. But if you see that they're kind of the same as your other barber, like if they're similar, or like in my situation, like I feel like a lot of people trust me because there's times where I will take a little while to respond. But if I told you a date, that's your date. You know what I mean? Like. They say you're like, oh, I want December 17th. Okay, send me your money, your deposit. Okay, cool. Now, you know, like I didn't follow up for like 2-3 weeks. And you're like, hey, so what's going on? You know, and I don't answer. You know, like people still, like from what I've seen, people will still know that, like, bro, this guy will have everything ready by this day, by this day, by this day. Like I'll give you a deadline, you know, I'll give you a deadline. You know, like fuck.
You have like people. You mean business whenever like you text people like you.
I feel like people understand.
You're responsible for that.
Yeah. I feel like people understand that that I take it seriously. You know, so but because that, you know, bro, anything that I post, I don't post like, you know, some ratchet shit or whatever.
Yeah.
I post like my kids or like my work or like I'm walking here or like a joke or something.
No, and I've seen your page. It's very clean. Yeah.
Yeah, and just stuff like that, bro. So I feel like because that's how I would feel, bro. Like if I was going to somebody and I'm like,
right.
Bro, I'm about to take off. I'm about to give this guy fucking thousands of dollars, bro. And for a chance that he might be drunk, bro.
Yeah.
Know? Or high, bro. I don't know, bro, you know?
Yeah. Totally get what you mean. Listen, Angel, I mean, I feel like this has been like really inspiring, motivating episode for people that are like dealing with substance abuse. We'll leave help at the end of the video and down below for those that need it. Do look for help. You know, do look for help. Better your life. Don't think it's there is a way out. You know, there is a way out,
and it's better.
Yeah, a lot better. So, Angel, I think, bro, this was a great episode. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for it goes quick, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for you know, being vulnerable and opening up to your story. I feel like it can help a lot of people. I'm so serious. I feel like it can help a lot of people.
Yeah, bro.
So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for letting us know your story. And anything else you gotta say before we end it? It was a nice and long episode. Anything else you gotta say?
No, that's about it. Try to set a goal and achieve it, bro.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, Angel, for coming on. We'll leave his information down below, the Instagram, all that. The shop location. Go get a tap from him. His work is fire. I bet
Get a
it
tattoo
myself.
from my.
Yeah, for the crew. Oh, that's awesome. Get a tattoo from the crew. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one, and we're out. Peace.